All right. Thank you, everyone. Please be seated. Okay, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Commissioner Hughes. This is the 2 p.m. initial appearance calendar for Wednesday, September 10th. The court's orders for the taking of DNA samples and fingerprints issued on the first calendar of September will apply to all of the hearings on this calendar. Okay, as we get started in here this afternoon, I will call each of you into the courtroom one at a time. I will ask one of you to stand behind the gray podium here in front of me in the courtroom. I'll ask the next two people that I intend to call into the courtroom to line up in the two blue chairs right inside this door. I think there are two blue chairs facing all of you. So if you would please listen carefully for your name, move from where you are now to the second chair, then over to the first, then into the courtroom. I promise you that that process will make this calendar move much faster. Once you work your way into the courtroom, I will start by asking you to state your full name and date of birth. Then I will explain to you why you're here this afternoon. You all have the right to the assistance of counsel in a criminal case. When you're in the courtroom, I will tell you whether a public defender or court-appointed lawyer is being appointed to defend you. Whether or not you qualify for a court-appointed lawyer, you always have the right to hire a private lawyer to represent you in your criminal case if you wish to have a private lawyer. When you're in the courtroom, I will also give you the next court hearing dates and times that you will be required to attend after this court hearing. The last thing that we'll do while you're in here is talk about whether you are legally eligible for release from custody. If you are, we will go over on what terms and conditions you could be released. In addition to that right to the assistance of counsel, you all also have the right to remain silent in a criminal case. Once you get in the courtroom, anything that you say will be preserved on our court recording, and those statements could be used against you at any point down the line in this proceeding. Whether or not you qualify for a court-appointed lawyer, there will not be a lawyer in the courtroom here this afternoon for your defense. Because you won't have a lawyer in here and because anything you say could be used against you, I will strongly caution all of you not to make any statements regarding the facts that brought you here. I encourage you all to save any comments that you might want to make about the facts of your case for a hearing where you do have a lawyer present to discuss that with before you make any statements that you can't take back. Last thing I'll tell you before we get started is that all of the information you get while you're in the courtroom will be provided to you in a written document called a release order. The officers in the courtroom will hand you that document when you're done in here and you step back into the room that you're in right now. So please don't feel like you need to memorize all the information we go through in the courtroom, but please keep that paperwork with you wherever you go from here today. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Can I please have Trevor Doyle into the courtroom behind the gray podium in front of me? Joe Gerardo, if you would please take a seat in this first chair right inside the door. Sunil Kumar Patel, if you would work your way to the second chair. Okay, can I have your name and date of birth, please, sir?
Trevor James Doyle, 2/20/94.
Thank you, Mr. Doyle. You are here on allegations of new charges. The allegations against you are 1 count of dangerous drug possession, that's a class 4 felony, and 1 count of drug paraphernalia possession, which is a class 6 felony. I did find probable cause to support those allegations, and I have appointed a public defender to represent you. Your next court hearings will be a status conference September 16th and then a preliminary hearing September 18th. Both of those hearings will be at 8:30 in the morning in the Superior Court downtown. Because these allegations are felony offenses alleged to have been committed while you were on pretrial release in a different felony case, you are not eligible for release on bond on these new allegations. That means you will be held in custody without bail at least until an evidentiary hearing is held. That hearing is scheduled for September 17th at 1:30 in the afternoon. Between now and that hearing on the 17th, you will be held without bond. Do you understand that information?
Your Honor, I do, but I was told by the officer that I'd be able to get released today because I'm setting up going to treatment.
So unfortunately, Arizona law only gives me one option in this circumstance, and it is to hold you without bond. So I'm sorry that's what the officer told you, but I do not have the legal authority to do anything other than hold you without bond until that next hearing. Any other questions, Mr. Doyle?
So when is that hearing?
The hearing that will determine whether or not you are eligible for release will occur September 17th at 1:30.
And what's today's date?
Today is September 10th. All right. Thank you, Mr. Doyle. You can step back to your left and get your paperwork. Joe Gerardo, if you would work your way into the courtroom, please. Mr. Patel, if you would shift over. Dupree Burns, if you would work your way to the second chair. Can I have your name and date of birth, please?
Joe Alexander Gerardo II, 4/20 of 1983.
Thank you, Mr. Gerardo.
It's Joe with no L.
Yes.
Okay.
I have your name as Joe Alexander Gerardo II.
Okay, and on my booking paperwork it says Joel.
Yeah, it looks like that's how you were booked in. I don't know what agency brought you in, but it does look like your booking name was Joel, but the name we reflect in our system is Joe, no L. Okay, thank you for making sure that's corrected, though. Okay, you are here on a probation violation warrant. A petition to revoke your probation alleges that you have violated terms 3 and 13. I have appointed a lawyer to represent you in the probation proceedings. Your next hearing in that probation matter will be a revocation arraignment September 17th. It'll be at 8:30 in the probation court downtown. According to the probation warrant, you are not eligible for release on bond under Arizona Rule of Criminal Procedure 7.2c. That means that you will be held in custody without bond at least until you see the probation judge on the 17th at 8:30. Do you understand that information?
I do.
Okay, thank you, sir. You can step back and get your paperwork. Sunil Kumar Patel, if you would work your way into the courtroom, please. Jordan Higgins, if you would work your way to the second chair. Can I have your name and date of birth, please, sir?
Sunil Patel, 12/2/66.
Thank you very much, Mr. Patel. You are here on allegations of new charges. The allegations against you are 1 count of aggravated domestic violence, that is a Class 5 felony, 1 count of criminal trespassing in a residential structure, which is a Class 6 felony, 1 count of resisting arrest, 1 count of disorderly conduct, and 1 count of interfering with judicial proceedings. Those last 3 are all Class 1 misdemeanors. I did find probable cause to support these allegations, and I have appointed a public defender to represent you. Your next court hearings will be a status conference September 16th and then a preliminary hearing September 18th. They will both be at 8:30, both in the Superior Court downtown. On these allegations, you have a $25,000 secured appearance bond. If you post that bond prior to your physical release from custody, you will be affixed with an ankle monitor for electronic monitoring. If you post that bond and you are released on that ankle monitor, you are prohibited from returning to the location where the underlying alleged events took place. You cannot have contact with any alleged victims or witnesses of those alleged offenses. If you are released from custody, you cannot possess any weapons or consume alcohol or drugs without a valid prescription. And whether or not you are released from custody, if any orders of protection have been served upon you or are later served upon you, you must strictly comply with the terms of those orders. Do you understand those conditions?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Patel. You can step back and get your paperwork. Okay. Dupree Burns, if you would please work your way into the courtroom. Thomas Ramsey, if you would work your way to the second chair. Can I please have your name and date of birth?
Dupree Burns, 5/28/98.
Thank you, Mr. Burns. You are here on allegations of new charges. The allegations against you are 1 count of unlawful imprisonment, a Class 6th felony, 1 count of assault, and 1 count of disorderly conduct. Those last 2 are Class 1 misdemeanors. I did find probable cause to support those allegations, and I have appointed a public defender to represent you. Your next court hearings will be a status conference September 16th and then a preliminary hearing September 18th. Both of them will be at 8:30 in the morning in the Superior Court downtown. On these allegations, you have a $5,000 secured appearance bond. If you post that bond and you are released from custody, you cannot have contact with the alleged victim of the underlying offenses. You also cannot possess any weapons or consume any alcohol or drugs without a valid prescription if you are released. Whether or not you are released from custody, if any orders of protection have been or are later served upon you, you would be required to strictly comply with the terms of those orders. Do you understand those conditions?
I do.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Burns. You can step back and get your paperwork. Jordan Higgins, if you would please work your way into the courtroom. Joshua Garbett, if you would please work your way to the second chair. Can I have your name and date of birth, please?
Jordan Higgins, 4/15/93.
Thank you, Mr. Higgins. You are here on a probation violation warrant. A petition to revoke your probation was filed alleging that you have violated term 15 of your probation. I have appointed a lawyer to represent you in the probation proceedings. Your next court hearing will be a revocation arraignment. It will be September 17th at 8:30 in the probation court downtown. On that warrant, you have a $2,500 secured appearance bond. If you post that bond and you are released from custody, in addition to getting yourself to that court hearing on the 17th, you would also be ordered not to possess any weapons or any drugs without a valid prescription. Do you understand those conditions?
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Higgins. You can step back and get your paperwork. Thomas Ramsey, if you would work your way into the courtroom, please. John Benally, if you would work your way to the second chair. Yes, right there, sir. Can I have your name? No, right here. Yep, this one right here. Can I have your name and date of birth?
April 9, 1969.
And what's your name?
Thomas Ramsey.
Thank you, Mr. Ramsey. You are here on allegations of new charges. The allegations against you are 1 count of dangerous drug possession, a Class 4 felony, and 1 count of criminal trespassing, a Class 3 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause to support the misdemeanor trespassing allegation. I did not find probable cause to support the dangerous drug allegation. My finding of no probable cause does not mean that allegation is dismissed. It is possible that the county attorney's office will file charges on that dangerous drug allegation, but my finding of no probable cause means I'm not considering that drug allegation for purposes of this hearing and determining your release conditions. I did appoint a lawyer to defend you. It looks like you may have indicated that you wish to hire a private lawyer. You have the right to do that. You can proceed in any fashion you want. I'm going to leave a public defender on this case. They'll represent you. If you decide to hire a private lawyer, you can do that. Your lawyer will know what to do and to tell the court that they're going to take over, then the public defender would withdraw. But if that doesn't happen, the public defender will stay on to represent you. Your next court hearings will be a status conference September 16th, and then you will have a preliminary hearing September 18th. Both of those hearings will be at 8:30 in the morning in the Superior Court downtown. On the misdemeanor trespassing allegation, you have a $1,000 secured appearance bond. If you post that and you are released from custody, in addition to getting yourself to your next court hearings, you would be ordered not to return to the scene where that alleged trespassing took place. You also cannot possess any drugs without a valid prescription if you're released from custody. Do you understand those conditions, Mr. Ramsey?
Yes, ma'am. May I say a couple things?
You can, but I encourage you to proceed with caution because anything you say could be used against you.
Because, number one, I'm a narcotic agent. I have my own FBI department. I'm a law graduate. I'm a judge of narcotic agents over in the United States prison system, for the PO system, for the parole system. I own my own James V. Allred prison system. I've been in law enforcement all my life. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I wear a test kit. I'm saying I don't usually do drugs. I didn't ask to come back to this. I was brought back into this because I didn't know several children out of the Hog Park community, Dallas, Texas, where I come from, in the SMU area, were brought into the drug paraphernalia and were threatened to their life to do drugs.
Can I
and
ask
I
you,
were
Mr.
involved,
Ramsey,
so I
what
put
is
my
it that
badge
you're
on and came
hoping I
back
will
into
do with
this.
this information?
I had to put my badge on and come back into this. They say my children, other people's children, probably yours too.
Why are you giving me this information? What do you want me to
Because
do
it's
with it?
necessary, and I don't appreciate getting drug charges when everybody knows damn
Well, I
well
told
who
you
I
I
am and
didn't
what
find
I am.
probable cause for the drug.
I am what I am. I'm a narcotic agent and an FBI agent over the law enforcement system.
All right. Thank you for that information.
And
I
I want my
appreciate it.
can you
step
please
back and
drop
get
my
your paperwork.
charges?
I don't have the authority to drop your charges. That's in the hands of the county attorney now. So you can talk to your lawyer at your next hearing if and when formal charges are brought. All right, go ahead and step back and get your paperwork. Thank you, Mr. Ramsey. Joshua Garbett, if you would please work your way into the courtroom. Mindy Sublet, if you would work your way to the second chair, please. Can I have your name and date of birth?
Joshua Taylor Garbett, C-1595.
Thank you, Mr. Garbett. You are here on 3 different matters. The first 2 matters that you're here on are bench warrants issued by the Superior Court when you failed to appear at hearings. The first one was a comprehensive pretrial conference in an existing felony drug case. The second hearing was a probation revocation arraignment hearing. In both of those 2 existing Superior Court cases, you already have a lawyer assigned to represent you. That lawyer will continue to defend you. Your next court hearing in the existing drug case, well, your next hearing in both cases actually, will be September 17th at 8:30 in the Superior Court downtown. In the drug case, that hearing will be a status conference. In the probation case, it will be a new revocation arraignment. But in both of those cases, your next hearing will be September 17th at 8:30 in the Superior Court downtown. On those 2 warrants, you have a total secured appearance bond of $750. It's $250 on the probation warrant, $500 on the existing drug case. The last matter that you're here on is a failure to appear warrant issued by the Agua Fria Justice Court. In that case, the underlying allegation is a misdemeanor trespassing allegation. You are entitled to a court-appointed lawyer for purposes of release conditions on that misdemeanor warrant. That lawyer will be appointed for you by the next judge you see on that case. The next hearing on the misdemeanor warrant will be an arraignment hearing September 15th. That one will be at 8:30 in the Agua Fria Justice Court. On the misdemeanor warrant, you have a $545 secured appearance bond. That means your total bond for all 3 cases you're here on will be $1,295. It is all secured appearance. If you post that bond and you're released from custody, you are ordered not to possess any weapons or consume any alcohol or drugs without a valid prescription. Do you understand those conditions?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Garbett. You can step back and get your paperwork. John Benally, if you would work your way into the courtroom, please. Melvin Lang, if you would work your way to the second chair. Can I have your name and date of birth, please?
John Manali, 3-1484.
Thank you, Mr. Benally. You are here on a probation violation warrant. A petition to revoke your probation alleges that you have violated terms 3 and 5 of your probation. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you in the probation case. Your next court hearing will be a revocation arraignment hearing. It will be September 17th at 8:30 in the probation court downtown. On that warrant, you have a $300 secured appearance bond. If you post that and you are released from custody, you are ordered not to possess any weapons or any drugs without a valid prescription. Do you understand those conditions?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Benally. Mindy Sublet, if you would work your way into the courtroom, please. Victor Urias, if you would work your way to the second chair. Can I have your name and date of birth, please?
Mindy Lee Markle Sublet, 224-2000.
Thank you, Ms. Sublet. You are here on a bench warrant issued after you failed to contact the court on a prior bench warrant. So it looks like a warrant was issued previously. You were arrested and posted bond with Mesa on that warrant, but then did not contact the Superior Court. The trial court then issued this warrant for your arrest. You have a lawyer already in this case. It's an existing felony drug case. The lawyer already assigned to represent you will continue to defend you in this case. Your next court hearings will be a status conference September 16th and then a preliminary hearing September 18th. Both of them will be at 8:30 in the Superior Court downtown. On that warrant, you have a $250 secured appearance bond. If you post that and you are released, in addition to getting yourself to your next court hearings, you are ordered not to possess any drugs without a valid prescription. Do you understand those conditions?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you, Ms. Sublette. You can step back. Melvin Lang, if you would please work your way into the courtroom. Jorge Molina Mendeville, if you'd work your way to the second chair. Can I have your name and date of birth, please?
Melvin Lang, September 6, 1983.
Thank you very much, Mr. Lang. Okay, you are here on a failure to comply with court terms warrant issued by the Tolleson Municipal Court. The underlying allegation in that case is a misdemeanor criminal trespassing allegation. Because this is a post-adjudication misdemeanor matter, you're not entitled to a court-appointed lawyer. What that means is if you don't have a lawyer in that case, but you want one, you will have to hire a lawyer at your own expense. Your next court hearing on this warrant will be an arraignment hearing September 29th. It will be at 8:30 in the morning. It'll take place in the Tolleson Municipal Court. According to that warrant, you have a $500 unsecured bond. What that means, Mr. Lang, is that you will be released from custody here today upon your promise to voluntarily appear at that hearing September 29th at 8:30. If you do not appear at that hearing on September 29th at 8:30, at that point, you will have a $500 bond imposed for your failure to appear. Okay. So you are going to get out of custody here today. You will then be responsible for getting yourself to the Tolleson Court September 29th at 8:30. If you do not show up at that hearing, you will have a $500 bond. You have to pay the Tolleson Court, and that court will likely issue a new warrant for your arrest.
Yes, ma'am.
So you'll get out of custody today. Please make sure that you are in Tolleson the 29th at 8:30 to save yourself $500 and avoid having to come back through here again.
All right.
Do you understand that information?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Lang. You can step back and get your paperwork.
Thank you.
Victor Urias, if you would work your way into the courtroom, please. Tyrus Glover, if you'd work your way to the second chair. Can I have your name and date of birth, please?
Victor Urias, date of birth August 26, 1988.
Thank you, Mr. Urias. You are here on an allegation of a new charge. That allegation is one count of aggravated driving under the influence. It is a Class 4 felony. I did find probable cause to support that allegation, and I've appointed a lawyer to defend you. Your next court hearings will be a status conference September 25th, and then you will have a preliminary hearing September 29th. They will both be at 8:30 in the Superior Court downtown. I am intending to release you to the supervision of pretrial services with the condition of alcohol and drug testing. That means you will be released from custody. You will not be required to post a bond. Upon your release from custody, several things will be true. First, you will be responsible for getting yourself to both of your next court hearings. Once you're out of custody, you will also be responsible for making contact with pretrial services. You will get their contact information in a little packet with your release paperwork. Please keep that because once you're out of custody, you'll have to call them to make arrangements for the alcohol and drug testing. Last, once you're out of custody, you cannot possess or consume any alcohol or drugs without a valid prescription. And so long as you do not have a valid driver's license, you cannot operate a motor vehicle. Do you understand all of those conditions and agree that you will abide by them if you are released without a bond?
I do understand and I do agree.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. You can step back and get your paperwork. Jorge Molina Mendeville, if you would please work your way into the courtroom. Ishmael Buenrostro, if you'd work your way to the second chair. Can I have your name and date of birth, please, sir?
Jorge Molina Mendeville, June 8, 2001.
Thank you very much, Mr. Molina Mendeville. You are here on allegations of new charges. The allegations against you are one count of narcotic drug possession, which is a Class 4 felony, and one count of drug paraphernalia possession, which is a Class 6 felony. I did find probable cause to support the narcotic drug allegation, but I did not find probable cause to support the drug paraphernalia allegation. My finding of no probable cause on the paraphernalia allegation does not mean it's dismissed. It is possible that the county attorney's office will file charges on that allegation, but I am not considering that allegation. I am only imposing release conditions on the narcotic drug allegation. I did appoint a lawyer to represent you. Your next court hearings will be a status conference September 25th and then a preliminary hearing September 29th. Both of them will be at 8:30, both in the Superior Court downtown. I am inclined to release you on your own recognizance, so that means you would get out of custody. You would not be required to post a bond. Upon your release from custody, you would be responsible for getting yourself to both of your next court hearings. You would also be required not to possess any drugs without a valid prescription upon your release. Do you understand those conditions, Mr. Molina Mendeville, and do you agree that you'll abide by them if you're released without a bond?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you, sir. You can step back and get
Is
your
it
paperwork.
the mission one that I have to go to, or do I have to go?
No, it's Superior Court, so I think the address is 175 West Madison, but the address to the court will be in your paperwork, so keep that so you know where to go. All right, thanks, sir. Tyrus Glover, if you would work your way into the courtroom, please. Giovanni Yazzie, if you'd work your way to the second chair. Can I have your name and date of birth, please, sir?
Tyrus Glover, August 8, 2000.
Thank you, Mr. Glover. You are here on allegations of new charges. The allegations against you are 1 count of reckless driving, which is a Class 2 misdemeanor, and 1 count of criminal speeding, a Class 3 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause to support those allegations. Because they are misdemeanor offenses, you're not entitled to a court-appointed lawyer. That means if you want a lawyer to defend you against these allegations, you will have to hire a lawyer to represent you. Your next court hearing will be an arraignment hearing. It will take place September 25th at 1 o'clock in the afternoon in the North Mesa Justice Court. I am intending to release you on your own recognizance, which means you would get out of custody without being required to post a bond. You would then be responsible for getting yourself to the North Mesa Justice Court September 25th at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Upon your release from custody, you would also be required not to operate a motor vehicle if you don't have a valid driver's license. Okay to operate one if you do. If you do have a valid driver's license and you operate a motor vehicle, you would be required to strictly comply with all rules of the road, including posted speed limits. Do you understand those conditions, Mr. Glover, and agree that you'll abide by them if you're released without a bond?
Yes, I understand.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Glover. You can step back and get your paperwork. Ishmael Blenrostro, if you would work your way into the courtroom, please. Dwight Parrish, if you would please work your way to the second chair. Can I have your name and date of birth, please, sir?
Ishmael Blenrostro, 9/13/82.
Thank you very much. You are here on a failure to comply with court terms warrant issued by the West McDowell Justice Court. It looks like the underlying allegation in that case is a misdemeanor driving on a suspended license allegation. Because that is a post-adjudication misdemeanor warrant, you're not entitled to a court-appointed lawyer. If you don't already have a lawyer working with you in that case, but you want one, you will have to hire a lawyer to represent you going forward. Your next court hearing on that warrant will be an arraignment hearing September 30th. It'll be at 1:30. September 30th at 1:30 in the afternoon. It'll be in the West McDowell Justice Court. I am intending to release you on your own recognizance, so you will get out of custody, and then you'll be responsible for getting yourself to the West McDowell Justice Court on September 30th at 1:30. Upon your release from custody, you would be ordered not to operate a motor vehicle if you don't have a valid driver's license. Do you understand those conditions, Mr. Blenrostro?
This is the 07 case?
Yes, it looks like the underlying original offense date is April 17th of 2007.
Is there any way, maybe I can get is there anything changed where I can get try to get a license to go to work? Because I got.
That's something that you want to address with the West McDowell judge.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the underlying, I have the underlying allegation, but I don't know anything about the underlying proceedings in that case. So if this case is what's stopping you from getting a license, you have to work that out with the West Mesa judge.
Oh, okay.
So go to your next hearing, talk to that judge about it. You can always call them or try and go in there before the 30th if you wanted to.
It's not just this case, but that's the only thing I ever had is just driving on speed, and it keeps catching up to me.
Is it all in West McDowell? I think I said West Mesa.
300 West McDowell, the municipal court.
What city?
I've been revoked, I think it was 9 times or something, so.
So talk to the West McDowell judge when you go to your next hearing. See what would be required to get this case cleaned up and off of your license, and then maybe that judge can tell you what you would have to do, or you could follow the same process for any of the other cases if they're also on your license.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir. Giovanni Yazzie, if you would work your way into the courtroom, please. Oscar Amaya, if you'd work your way to the second chair. Can I have your name and date of birth, please, sir?
Giovanni Yazzie, 5/13/1998.
Thank you, Mr. Yazzie. You are here on a failure to comply with court terms warrant issued by the Santan Justice Court. The underlying allegation in that case is a misdemeanor disorderly conduct allegation. Because it is a post-adjudication misdemeanor warrant, you're not entitled to a court-appointed lawyer. That means if you want a lawyer to represent you in that case moving forward, you will have to hire a lawyer to defend you. Your next court hearing on that warrant will be an arraignment hearing September 30th. It'll be at 9 o'clock in the morning in the Santan Justice Court. I do intend to release you on your own recognizance. That means you will be released from custody. You don't need to post a bond. Upon your release, you would be responsible for getting yourself back to the Santan Justice Court September 30th at 9 o'clock in the morning. Upon your release from custody, you would be ordered not to possess any weapons or any drugs without a valid prescription. Do you understand those conditions, Mr. Yazzie, and agree that you'll abide by them if you're released without a bond?
Yes.
All right. Thank you, sir. You can step back and get your
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, Mr. Parrish and Mr. Amaya, if you would give me just one quick second, please. We'll get to you here in just a second.
What was his name?
Brunette.
Brunette?
He's the one that was transported?
Yeah, he's just an ad tech. So what I can do is I can go walk over there when we're done with these two and see how he's doing, and I can possibly bring him in. If you'd like.
Do you know why he's ad tech?
I just started shift, so.
Okay. That's okay. It's okay if you, I don't mean to put you on the spot. I just thought maybe you had info.
No.
Yeah, that would be great. If you could just check on him. If he can come in, great. If he can't, I guess we can go back and see him. But if we have to go back and see him, if you could, when you're checking on him, see why he's ad tech.
Yeah, absolutely. Once I take these two back, I'm going to do that simultaneously.
Outstanding. Thank you, officer.
Of course, no problem.
And are we all ready?
Let me double check, make sure everyone's out there.
Thank you.
Well,
Okay, Mr. Parrish, if you would please work your way into the courtroom. Mr. Amaya, you can stay there, shift over, whatever you want to do. You'll be up next. Can I have your name and date of birth, please?
Dwight Parrish, May 22nd, 1991.
Thank you very much, Mr. Parrish. You are here on two different matters. The first matter that you're here on is allegations of new charges. Those allegations are 1 count of dangerous drug possession, a Class 4 felony, 2 counts of failing to comply with sex offender registration requirements. Those are also both Class 4 felonies, and 1 count of drug paraphernalia possession, which is a Class 6 felony. I did find probable cause to support those new allegations. The second matter that you're here on is an allegation that the new charges violated Term 1 of your probation. Because I found probable cause to support those new allegations, I've also found probable cause for the Term 1 probation violation. I have appointed a lawyer to represent you in both cases, the new case and the probation matter. Your next court hearings will be a status conference September 16th and then a preliminary hearing September 18th. Those two are both in the new case. Your next hearing in the probation matter will be the 17th at 8:30. So your hearings will be 16, 17, 18, all at 8:30 in the Superior Court downtown. On the probation matter, you have a $1,500 secured appearance bond. On the new case, your bond is $500. So your total bond is $2,000. It is all secured appearance. If you post that and you're released from custody, you cannot possess any weapons or any drugs without a valid prescription. Do you understand those conditions?
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Parrish.
I just, sorry, I have a question.
No, go ahead.
When I registered, my ID was valid, but then I kind of like forgot to update it because I've just been busy working with 2 jobs, so I just forgot to update my ID on that.
Okay, so the two violations, one was not updating your ID, not updating your address. The other was apparently not having an ID on you. So talk to your lawyer at your next hearing, but moving forward, you always want to make sure your address is up to date and that you're carrying your ID with you wherever you go.
All right.
Okay, anything else, Mr. Parrish?
No, that'd be all.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Officer, I know this is sort of a strange request, but is there any way to get him all the way out?
Yeah, let me see if I have another officer out there.
Okay, thank you. Oh, no. I must have this release where you didn't tell me. Thank you very much.
Of course, no problem.
Okay, Mr. Amaya, if you would please work your way into the courtroom. Can I have your name and date of birth, please?
Oscar Amaya, 9/22/84.
Thank you very much, Mr. Amaya. You are here on two different matters. The first matter that you're here on is a grand jury warrant. In that case, a state grand jury was convened and found probable cause to return an indictment against you. The indictment contains one count of sexual conduct with a minor and one count of molestation of a child. Both of them are Class 2 felonies, both alleged to have, well, not both. The sexual conduct with a minor is alleged to have been committed between June 17th of 2017 and June 16th of 2018. The alleged molestation of a child allegation is alleged to have been committed between June 17th of 2019 and June 16th of 2020. The second matter you're here on is an allegation that that grand jury indictment constitutes a Term 1 probation violation. In both cases, I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next court hearings, I think, will be the same. Yes. So your next court hearings will both be September 17th at 8:30 in the Superior Court downtown. On the grand jury case, it will be a not guilty arraignment hearing. In the probation case, it will be a revocation arraignment hearing. On the grand jury case, you have a $200,000 cash-only bond. Arizona law requires on that grand jury case that if you post that bond, you be affixed with an ankle monitor prior to your release from custody. If you find yourself released from custody, you also cannot have contact with any alleged victims or witnesses of the underlying grand jury indictment allegations. You also could not have contact with any minors. Well, you can't have contact with the alleged victim, but also in addition to that alleged victim, to the extent that victim is no longer a minor, you also can't have contact with minors. On the probation matter, you're not eligible for release on bond. So what that means is you're going to stay in custody without bail at least until you see the probation judge on the 17th. So all of those conditions I gave you, if you were released, you'd get an ankle monitor, no contact with, that will apply after the 17th if you find yourself release eligible in the probation case on that day. Do you understand all of that information? Okay, do you have any questions for me? All right, thank you, Mr. Amaya. You can step back and get your paperwork.
I'm gonna go check on that one.
Thank you very much. to adult, checking in, residing at an address approved by adult probation, their terms regarding your interaction with adult probation. Okay, I appointed a lawyer to represent you going forward in these probation violation proceedings. That lawyer will come from the public defender's office. Your next court hearing on the alleged probation violations will be a probation revocation arraignment hearing. It is scheduled for September 17th. It'll be at 8:30 in the probation court downtown. On these alleged violations, you have a $500 secured appearance bond. If you post that bond and any other bond you might be being held on and you are released from custody, you will have to get yourself to your court hearing September 17th downtown. And if you're released from custody, you cannot possess any weapons and you cannot consume any alcohol or drugs without a valid prescription if you're out of custody.
Okay.
Do you understand that information?
Oh, yes.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Brunette. All that information will be in your paperwork, so you can step back to your left and get it.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Okay, that concludes the 2 p.m. initial appearance calendar. This court will stand in recess until 5 p.m. Thank you.
Hi, we're ready, and then the interpreter has not populated yet, but your question will be trying to translate, or virtual. For courthouse, but no, I haven't. She'll be on her way.
You got any papers ready? I'll get started.
Let me get this house back.
Oh.
So you don't have to keep.
Thank you. I'm going to shoot down, fill every seat. We did that before. Shoot down, fill every seat. All right.
Be seated. Be seated.
The interpreter and
Interpreter's on the line?
yeah, no, yeah.
Hi, interpreter?
Yes, good afternoon,
Hello?
Your Honor.
Hi,
Yes.
can you announce for the record?
Yes, Elizabeth Carmona Zimmer, court interpreter.
Okay. Thank you for sticking around. Okay, this is the 5 p.m. initial appearance calendar for September the 10th, 2025.
Bueno, esta es la comparecencia inicial de las 5 de la tarde para el 10 de septiembre del 2025.
The court's orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprint samples
Las órdenes judiciales de la toma de huellas dactilares y pruebas de ADN
that were given on the first calendar of this month, September 2025,
que se hicieron para las órdenes que se hicieron para el primero del mes para el mes de septiembre del 2025
shall apply to all matters on this calendar.
corresponden para todas las causas agendadas el día de hoy.
Can I have Jose Gomez to the podium in the courtroom?
José Gómez, ¿puede pasar al podio en la sala del tribunal?
Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Señor, diga su nombre y su fecha de nacimiento.
El 8 de julio del 65.
July 8th, 1965.
And what is your name?
¿Y cómo se llama?
José Gómez Gómez.
José Gómez Gómez.
Sir, you're here on a Superior Court failure to appear warrant.
Señor, usted se encuentra aquí arrozando una orden de arresto emitida por el Tribunal Superior por falta de comparecencia.
Alleging one count of aggravated taking identity to gain employment. That's a Class 3 felony.
Se presunta es tomar la identidad de alguien más con agravantes para obtener empleo. Es un delito de clase 3.
This allegedly happened April 29th of 2024.
Esto supuestamente ocurrió el 29 de abril del 2024.
You already have a court-appointed lawyer.
Usted ya tiene un abogado de oficio.
I want to let you know that I received, reviewed, and considered a victim statement.
Quiero informarle a usted que he recibido y he leído una declaración por medio de la víctima.
Your next court hearing will be a status conference September 16th at 8:30.
Su siguiente audiencia va a ser una junta de actualización que se va a celebrar el 16 de septiembre a las 8:30.
I have set a $5,000 cash-only bond.
Le he fijado una fianza que se ha fijado solamente en efectivo de $5,000.
You are not to have any contact with the alleged victim.
No puede tener contacto con la supuesta víctima.
Get your paperwork from the court staff.
Agarre su documentación del personal judicial.
And then go back behind the wall.
Y puede regresar del otro lado de la pared.
Interpreter, can you inquire if anybody else needs your services, and if they do so, have them raise their hand?
Yes, of course, Your Honor. ¿Alguien más en la sala necesita los servicios de interpretación judicial en español?
Can you tell if anybody's raising their hand?
No.
Okay, doesn't appear we need your services. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Your Honor. The interpreter will be disconnecting. Thank you.
All right, so the rest of you, I'm going to call you in individually. You're going to state your name and date of birth. I will tell you what you've been booked on and whether an attorney has been appointed to represent you. I'm also going to give you the date of your next court appearance. I will let you know whether you're eligible for a bond or not. Now, if it's a secured bond, that means you can go through a bonding company. Phone numbers for the various bonding companies are located in the jail area. You can call any one of them. They will accept collect calls. If it's a cash bond, then you have to pay the entire amount of the bond. I'm also going to tell you if I've set any release conditions, like no contact with the alleged victim or no going back to the alleged scene of the crime. You need to follow each and every condition of release if you want to stay released. Let me remind you, if you've been ordered by a court not to have contact with the victim and then you do so, you may be charged with an additional felony. Now, when you come in the courtroom, you're going to go behind the podium. Please remember, this is all being video recorded, so do not talk about the facts of your case, as you have the right to remain silent. As you leave the courtroom, court staff, right there, is going to give you your paperwork. When you look at that paperwork, you're going to see at the top what you have been charged with. Then whether you've been appointed an attorney or not. Then where, when, what time your next court date is going to be. Then it'll tell you whether you're eligible for a bond or not, and then there'll be a list of all your release conditions. Now, purpose of this hearing is to determine whether you're eligible for a bond or not. That decision is based on your past criminal history, any failures to appear, your current charges, and Arizona law. It's not based on personal information, so don't go into that. Amy Hensley, come on into the courtroom. And then Omar Curban, to the chair that's right outside that courtroom. All right. Ma'am, state your name and date of birth.
It's Amy Jo Hensley, April 24th, 1981.
All right. You have two matters. They're both probation violations. You're on probation for a Class 2 and a Class 4 felony on case number 1, and a Class 4 and a Class 6 felony on case number 2. Probation is alleging you've now violated your probation by violating terms 1, that's getting new charges, 3, 4, and 15. You already have a court-appointed lawyer on both of these. Your next court hearing is going to be on September 16th at 8:30 for a status conference. And pursuant to Arizona Criminal Rule of Procedure 7.2C, you're going to be held non-bailable on both of them. Get your paperwork from the court staff.
May I say something?
Uh-huh.
My probation has been reinstated. I've been in custody since August 9th in here and bounced between here to Pinal County, now back to here. My probation has been reinstated.
Yeah, and then you failed to go to court.
I was in custody, and I've been in custody since August 9th. I failed to go to court. While in custody, they failed to, I have a release order from Pinal County because Maricopa failed to pick me up to take me to court or go to video court.
So you think I should give you a break because you were in another county with another offense on your probation?
It's the same, I'm sorry, ma'am. It's the same offense. My probation, I went to court for my probation. It has been reinstated, and I'm asking that you please consider that. And like I said, I've been in custody.
You missed court again, and so you will be held non-bailable on both of these. Get your paperwork.
Okay, thank you.
Omar, come on in. Christopher Langford to the chair outside the courtroom. State your name and date of birth.
My name is Omar Quran, 8/28/1983.
You're here on a Superior Court probation violation warrant for your probation that you're on for a Class 4 felony. Probation is alleging you violated term 1 and 4. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be an arraignment, possible disposition, September 17th at 8:30. And pursuant to Arizona Criminal Rule of Procedure 7.2C, you'll be held non-bailable till your next hearing. Get your paperwork from the court staff. Christopher Langford, come on in. Valerie McIntyre to the chair outside the courtroom. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Christopher Todd Langford, 1971.
1225?
Yes, 1225.
All right, you've got a Superior Court probation violation for your probation that you're on for a Class 4 felony. Probation is alleging you violated term 11, 12, 14, 15, 17, and 22. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be an arraignment, possible disposition, September 17th at 8:30. Pursuant to Arizona Criminal Rule of Procedure 7.2C, you'll be held non-bailable. Get your paperwork from the court staff. Valerie, come on in. Randy Green to the chair outside the courtroom. Ma'am, state your name and date of birth.
Valerie McIntyre, 7/27/75.
All right, you've got a grand jury warrant, which means the grand jurors met, they heard testimony, they found probable cause on one count of theft to control stolen property, one count of fraudulent schemes, those are both Class 2 felonies, and one count of money laundering, Class 3 felony. All of these have a date of April 11th of 2023. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing is going to be an arraignment, September 17th at 8:30. The grand jury judge set your bond at $100,000 cash. If you post that bond, you're going to have a long list of conditions you're going to have to follow. Get your paperwork from the court staff. Randy Green, come on in. Jason Franio to the chair outside the courtroom. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
My name is Randy Green. Date of birth is 01/24/1965.
All right, you've got a Superior Court new case alleging one count of aggravated harassment, violating orders, Class 5 felony, one count of threats, one count of interfering with judicial proceedings, disobeying an order of the court, both Class 1 misdemeanors. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be a status conference, September 16th at 8:30. I've set a $50,000 cash bond. Absolutely no returning to the alleged scene of the crime. No contact with the alleged victim. No email, no texting, no having somebody else call them, no social media, no contact. Got it?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
Get your paperwork from the court staff. Jason, come on in. Renee Cullen to the chair outside the courtroom. Okay, sir, state your name and date of birth.
How you doing? Jason Franio, 12/25/83.
All right, you've got a grand jury warrant, which means the grand jurors met, they heard testimony, they found probable cause on prisoner either possessing or making contraband, and then dangerous or deadly assault by a prisoner. Those are both Class 2 felonies. This allegedly occurred February 8th of this year. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be an arraignment, September 17th at 8:30. I've set a $20,000 cash bond, which is what the grand jury judge set, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Get your paperwork from the court staff.
Thank you.
Renee Cullen, come on in. Jeremy Smith to the chair outside the courtroom. All right, state your name and date of birth.
Renee Fawn Cullen, 9/22/75.
You've got a failure to appear warrant for 2 counts of taking contraband in a correctional facility, Class 2 felony, 1 count of possession of dangerous drugs, 1 count of possession of narcotic drug, both Class 4 felonies, and 1 count of possession of drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony. These allegedly occurred November 5th of 2021. You already have a court-appointed lawyer. Your next hearing will be a status conference, September 16th at 8:30. Set a $5,000 cash bond. If you post that, you have a long list of conditions you're going to have to follow. Get your paperwork from the court staff. Jeremy Smith, come on in. Devin Thomas to the chair outside the courtroom. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Jeremy Joseph Smith, 08/20/87.
You have a Superior Court arrest warrant for one count of destruction or injury to the jail, Class 5 felony. This allegedly occurred August 20th, 2022. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be a status conference, September 16th at 8:30. Set a $5,000 bond. Get your paperwork from the court staff. Yeah.
Hey, is it a way that I can just enter a plea of no contest? I believe it's for a broken window, ma'am, that happened on my birthday, and
I can't, my job here is only to set either you can't get out or you can get out. But at the next hearing, I'm going to advise you to talk with your attorney before doing anything.
yeah, I just didn't want to stay in county, and I wanted to go back to DOC, so anyway I was able to...
Yeah, but you only got 6 days. Because your
6
next hearing's in 6 days.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you, ma'am.
All right, no problem. Devin Thomas, come on in. Nathaniel Bryant, to the chair outside the courtroom. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Devin Thomas, June 18th, 1993.
You have a Superior Court arrest warrant alleging one kind of aggravated assault on a correction employee, Class 5 felony. This allegedly occurred November 1st, 2024. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be a status conference, September 16th at 8:30. Set a $5,000 bond. I know you're still in DOC, but at least you get credit for whatever you're serving and on this one.
Okay.
Got it?
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Get your paperwork. Nathaniel Bryant, come on in. Brianna Moore, to the chair outside the courtroom. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Nathaniel Bryant, 11399.
All right, you've got a grand jury warrant, which means your grand jurors met, they heard testimony, they found probable cause, one charge, prisoner making or possessing contraband, Class 2 felony. This allegedly occurred December 2nd, 2024. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be an arraignment, September 17th at 8:30. And I've set a $5,000 bond. Because I set a bond, you get credit on this one as well as what you're serving. Got it?
Wait, so I get credit for the
So let's, for instance, they find you guilty of this. And the judge sentenced you to 30 days.
This is
I'm
time
just
counting?
throwing that out there. It would start from today.
Oh, so time count.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, get your paperwork. Brianna, come on in. Eloy Polaris, to the chair outside the courtroom. All right, state your name and date of birth.
Brianna Jessica Marie Moore, 12594.
All right, you have 3 matters. First one is a Santan Justice Court warrant for driving while licensed, suspended, canceled, or revoked. That's a misdemeanor. That's from April 28th of 2024. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you for the limited representation regarding the bond. Your next hearing is going to be an arraignment, September 15th at 8:30. They had asked for a bond of $680. I reduced it to $100.
Thank you, ma'am.
Then the next 2 are both probation violations. You're on probation for 2 Class 6 felonies. Probation is alleging you violated term 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7. I've appointed a lawyer on both of these to represent you. Your next hearing will be an arraignment, possible disposition, on September 17th at 8:30. Set a $1,500 bond on each. Now, if you post these 3 bonds, you must contact your probation officer within 72 hours.
Okay.
Okay? Get your paperwork from the court staff. Eloy, come on in. Victor Joaquin, to the chair outside the courtroom. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
My name's Eloy Anchondo Payares. My birthday's on April 1996.
All right, you've got a Superior Court arrest warrant for one count of possession of narcotic drug, Class 4 felony, one count of possession of drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony. These allegedly occurred October 10th of 2024. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be a status conference, September 16th at 8:30. Set a $1,500 bond. You can go through a bonding company. All right? And you've got a list of conditions you're going to have to follow if you bond out. Okay?
Yeah.
Get your paperwork from the court staff. Victor, come on in. Mallory Riffin to the chair outside the courtroom. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Victor Joaquin, July 28, 1997.
You've got a Superior Court arrest warrant for one count of taking contraband in a correctional facility, Class 2 felony, one count of possession of dangerous drugs, Class 4 felony. These allegedly occurred November 4th of 2018. You already have a court-appointed lawyer. Your next hearing will be a status conference, September 16th at 8:30. Okay, and I've said $1,000 bond. If you post, you can go through a bonding company. If you post that bond, you have a list of conditions you're going to have to follow. Okay?
Sounds good.
Get your paperwork. Mallory, come on in. Michael Holden to the chair outside the courtroom.
Hi, my name is Mallory Reisman. My birthday is June 29th, 1986.
You've got a failure to appear in court for one count of possession of drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony. You already have a court-appointed lawyer. This is for your probation that you're on for a Class 6 felony. Probation is alleging you violated terms 6, 7, and 11. Your next hearing will be a non-witness violation hearing. Possible disposition, September 17th at 8:30, and I said $1,000 bond. If you post that, you must contact your probation officer within 72 hours. Yeah.
I talked to the probation officer, and he said that I self-surrendered and I would be released to my own recognizance.
Well, they don't make that decision. The judge does. So
Okay.
you got a bond. Get your paperwork.
Okay, thank you.
Michael Holden, come on in. Alyssa Poohan to the chair outside the courtroom. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Michael George Holden, 11/28/1988.
All right, you have two matters. The first one is a Superior Court arrest warrant for one count of possession of narcotic drug, Class 4 felony. This allegedly occurred October 3rd of 2023. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be a status conference, September 16th at 8:30. I said $1,000 bond. The second one that you have is a Superior Court arrest warrant. This alleges one count of possession of dangerous drug, one count of possession of narcotic drug, both Class 4 felonies, one count of possession of drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony, one count of shoplifting, Class 1 misdemeanor. These allegedly occurred September 14th, 2023. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be a status conference, September 16th at 8:30. Set a $1,000 bond on this. Now, both of these you can go through a bonding company. Okay, they're not cash.
Yeah, I don't have no way to get this.
Okay. Well, if you would bond out, you've got a list of conditions you would have to follow.
Okay.
Okay? Get your paperwork. Alyssa Poohan, come on in. Kelly Burson to the chair outside the courtroom. State your name and date of birth.
Elisa Joel Pohan, 7788.
Okay, you've got a probation violation warrant for your probation that you're on for a Class 6 felony. Probation is alleging you violated term 1, 3, 5, and 12. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be an arraignment, possible disposition, September 17th at 8:30, I've set a $900 bond. If you post that, you must contact your probation officer within 72 hours.
Is it cash or?
No.
It's secured?
Secured.
So I can go through
$90
bonding?
usually.
Bonding company?
10%.
Okay.
Get your paperwork. Kelly Burson, come on in. Eduardo Gonzalez to the chair outside the courtroom. State your name and date of birth.
Kelly Lynn Burson, 2/21/1978.
You've got a failure to appear warrant for one count of possession of narcotic drugs, one count of possession of dangerous drugs. Those are both class 4 felonies. One count of possession of drug paraphernalia, class 6 felony. These allegedly occurred May 16th of 2024. You already have a court-appointed lawyer. Your next hearing will be a status conference September 16th at 8:30. Set a $500 cash bond.
May I ask you a question? So I was going to my court dates as soon as I found out about the charges. I was ill in August. As soon as I found out I missed the appointment, I contacted Karen Black, my attorney, got a hearing to quash the warrant, which was yesterday morning, but Pinal had already picked me up Saturday. They scanned my license plate at a gas station. So I missed yesterday's court hearing. I mean, would it be possible to be released to pretrial services?
No, I can't do pretrial services on probation cases.
Or I don't have probation. I'm not on probation. These are initial charges.
You're not. Okay, hang on just a second.
Since these, I've gone to 6
I don't see a motion to quash.
She has said the motion to quash was put in and my hearing was 8:30 yesterday morning. My kids and I had it on the calendar. We looked at the email.
Yep, and it says you failed to appear.
Because I was locked up I've been in Pinal County
Did they
since Saturday. They picked me, they ran my license plate while I was at the gas station getting gas. And so it showed that I had a warrant out of Maricopa, and I tried to tell the judge that I already had a hearing set.
Yeah, because the judge didn't quash the warrant. They kept the warrant valid.
Because I had to be there yesterday to quash it.
The hearing.
But I couldn't go because I was locked up in Pinal.
Yep.
Your Honor, since those charges, I've done 6 months of rehab. Sorry, I'm sorry. Just anxious.
All right, come get court staff.
I'm sorry?
No, not you.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna print this out again.
This is for Burson.
You don't live in Pinal County, do you?
Now I do, yeah, I'm in Florence. I drive to court when I come to court. But I was so sick, but by the time I realized I missed court, as soon as I knew, I emailed my attorney. I'll be 1 year sober from fentanyl and meth in 3 days. Like, I have gone through everything, got my kids back from dependency. I worked 2 jobs. I just bought a new car.
Okay, I can't give you pretrial services because you're not in our county.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
What I'm gonna do, I'm going out on a limb, but you look like you're clean and sober.
I am.
You look like you're doing good.
I've tried really hard.
So, and what you're telling me seems to check out here.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna release you OR.
Thank you.
I never do this.
Thank you so much.
But you should be rewarded for doing the right thing. You tried to quash the warrant.
I did.
The judge didn't, so technically the warrant was valid, but now there won't be a valid warrant.
No, and I've spent...
And your court hearing is gonna change.
Okay.
So now it's gonna be on September 25th at 8:30.
Okay.
For a status conference. and I'm gonna release you on your own promise to go to court. Don't disappoint me.
I will be there. I will be there.
Okay? All right, they're gonna bring
Thank
you
you.
your new paperwork.
Thank you so much.
Eduardo Gonzalez, come on in. Joey Steve to the chair outside the courtroom. State your name and date of birth.
Eduardo Gonzalez, January 6, 1987.
You have a Justice Court warrant from Santan Justice Court for one count of driving while licensed, suspended, canceled, or revoked. One count of electronic communication notification violation, Class 1 misdemeanor. And then when you didn't go to court, you got another charge of failure to appear, which is a Class 2 misdemeanor. I'm appointing a lawyer for limited representation regarding the bond issue. Your next hearing is going to be an arraignment, September 15th at 8:30. They wanted $680. I reduced it to $100.
Thank you very much.
All right? Go to court.
I will.
All right, get your paperwork. Joey Steve, come on in. Teresa Sutton to the chair outside the courtroom. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Joey Steve, 1997.
You've got a Superior Court new case alleging one count of criminal trespass in the first degree of a residential structure, Class 6 felony. One count of disorderly conduct, Class 1 misdemeanor. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing is going to be a status conference, September 25th at 8:30. I will tell you, I wrestled over this, breaking into someone's house. Don't say anything, but you got no record. None whatsoever.
Never know.
And allegedly, because I don't really know what happened, but it seems like you walked out and were cooperative, so I'm going to release you to pretrial services, but I'm going to have alcohol testing and monitoring, because I do believe that that might have been a factor. All right? No contact with the alleged victim. Don't say anything about the case, but if you have a question, yes.
Your Honor, I just wanted to say something. That when I got there, and this is coming out of my heart, when I got there,
I'm going to urge you to talk to your lawyer. Please don't say anything that might incriminate you.
I'm not saying anything that might incriminate me. Me and my ex-fiance were
I'm going to release you. I really don't want you to say anything. I think it's in your best interest.
Release me on OR?
You're going to be released to pretrial services. What that means is that they're just going to remind you when the court's going to be. They may have you come in and blow for alcohol testing.
Okay.
But just follow the rules. And no contact means no email, no texting, no calling, no social media, nothing.
Nothing.
Got it.
Got it.
All right.
No bond.
Yep. Get your paperwork.
God bless you. Thank you.
Teresa Sutton, come on in. State your name and date of birth.
Teresa Sutton, 10/15/1979.
Okay, you've got a Superior Court arrest warrant for one kind of theft, Class 5 felony that occurred October 26th of 2018. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be a status conference, September 25th at 8:30. Okay, so I'll look back at this. There was a direct complaint filed way back. Had you been in any trouble before, they would have run you and found the warrant. So obviously, you have no kind of history.
None.
So I am going to release you on your own promise to me that you're going to go to court.
Yeah.
Contact your lawyer. Get this straightened out, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, get your paperwork. And then I know we're going to bring in number 31, but on Faith Marshall, that's a house call. Why is she a house call? I've got NASWA. What does that stand for?
NASWA.
Suicidal.
Not what?
Suicidal?
She got it.
Suicidal? Okay. And then if you want to clear them out and bring in number 31. Faith Marshall, date of birth is 3/29/90. She is here on 2 matters. They're both probation violation warrants. She's on probation for a class 4 and a class 6 felony. Probation is alleging she violated terms 3, 5, and 15. I've appointed a lawyer on each of these to represent her. Her next hearing will be an arraignment, possible disposition, September 17th at 8:30, pursuant to Arizona Criminal Rule of Procedure 7.2C. She'll be held non-bailable. And then was the county attorney going to be here for Luis, or?
Your Honor, I'm present.
Okay. We'll let you know when we bring him in. Okay, this is interesting. So when I look at my calendar, it ends at 21, okay? But when I went to print it out, it goes to 30.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like to.
So I can't go down. There's nothing past 8 p.m. on here. Oh, now it went. No, look at this. There's nothing past this. Isn't that weird? 13 years I've been here, and no, 12 years. That has never happened to me. Do you see?
Mm-hmm. That's not the 21?
Yeah, but then when I print the calendar,
It goes to 30.
it goes to 30. So I'm just going to pretend it's 21. I don't think I can.
No, there is 30, yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't go down anymore.
I think it's because of the, actually, I don't know what it says.
Oh, well, I'll figure it out. Oh, there it goes. Oh, I got a Spanish person already. I always like it when they stay for us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Good evening.
All right, sir, state your name and date of birth.
Luis Mejia, 3692.
And your date of birth is what?
36-1992.
And counsel for the state?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Bernita Clark for the state.
All right, sir, you're here on a Superior Court new case alleging one count of murder in the second degree, class 1 felony, one count of possession of dangerous drugs, class 4 felony, one count of criminal trespass in the first degree of a residential structure, class 6 felony. I have appointed a lawyer to represent you. Counsel, did you want to be heard?
Judge, the state is requesting the $1 million bond on this case. Defendant has a history, extensive criminal history. He does have at least one failure to appear. He also has a conviction for escape. We do believe that he's a danger to the community. He did have a gun on his person, and this offense does involve the use of a gun, and he is a prohibited possessor. We believe all these factors come into play, and a $1 million bond is appropriate in this case. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Sir, your next hearing is going to be a status conference, September 16th at 8:30. I do agree with the county attorneys. You have a prior history with 6 felonies and 1 failure to appear. Given the nature of the crimes, I am setting a $1 million cash bond. If you would make that bond, you are not to return to the alleged scene of the crime. Absolutely no contact with the alleged victim's family or any witnesses. That means no texting, no third party having somebody else call them.
What are my charges again?
Murder in the second degree, class 1 felony, 1 count of possession of dangerous drugs, class 4 felony, and then 1 count of criminal trespass in the first degree of a residential structure, class 6 felony. Okay? So no social media, no texting, no telling somebody else to contact.
This is news to me, Your Honor. Like, I don't know what this is all about.
Okay, well, you have an attorney that I've appointed, so I'd recommend that you talk to that attorney. What I'm just telling you is that no contact with the alleged victim's family or any witnesses in this case. Got it?
Yes, Ms. Daniels.
Pardon?
Miss Cindy Nanetti? Nanetti?
Yeah.
Ms. Your Honor?
Yeah. So those are your release conditions if you would make the bond. But I would urge you to talk with your lawyer because you have a lawyer that I've appointed for you, okay?
Thank you.
Do you have any other questions for me?
Yeah, no.
No? Okay. All right. We're in recess.
Thank you.
Yeah. Are you using this chair, man? Because I think I'm gonna be here. Appreciate it.
All right.
Be seated.
Be seated. Sit down.
Can you come up, Jack? I know I have one.
All right, Judge.
Hi, have you filed an NOA?
We have, I believe it's a limited one.
And which one are you on?
Mr. Nguyen, Nguyen.
Okay.
Tom Nguyen.
I have to put that at the end of the calendar?
I'm sorry?
I have to put that one
Yeah,
at the...
I know.
Okay, just wanted to let you know. And then the other attorney isn't here yet?
He's virtual.
He's virtual?
Yes, and the county attorney as well, they're both logged in.
I didn't hear that.
They're both logged in.
Okay. Counsel, did you get an opportunity to speak with your client?
I did, Your Honor, thank you.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, this is the 8 p.m. initial appearance calendar. I'm going to call you in individually. You'll state your name and date of birth. I will tell you what you've been booked on and whether an attorney has been appointed to represent you. I'm also going to give you the date of your next court appearance. I will let you know whether you're eligible for a bond or not. Now, if it's a secured bond, that means you can go through a bonding company. Bonding company phone numbers are located in the jail area. They can, you can call any of them and they will collect calls. If it's a cash bond, then you have to pay the entire amount of the bond. I'm also going to tell you if I've set any release conditions, like no going back to the alleged scene of the crime or no contact with the alleged victim. You need to follow each and every condition if you want to remain released. Let me remind you, if you've been ordered by a court not to have contact with the victim and then you do so, you may be charged with an additional felony. Now, when you come into the courtroom, please be aware this is all being video recorded. So do not talk about the facts of your case, as you have the right to remain silent. As you leave the courtroom, court staff there is going to give you your paperwork. If you look at the top, it's going to show you what you've been booked on, then whether you were appointed an attorney or not. Then it'll give you where, when, what time your next court date is, whether you're eligible for a bond or not, and then it'll have a list of all your release conditions. Purpose of this hearing is to determine whether you're eligible for a bond or not. That decision is based on your past criminal history, any failures to appear, your current charges, and Arizona law. It's not based on personal information, so don't go into that. And finally, for the record, the orders for fingerprinting and the taking of DNA samples that were made on the first calendar of this month, September 2025, will apply to all matters on this calendar. Sergio Valenzuela, come on in behind the podium, and then Paul Henson to the chair outside the courtroom. All right. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Sergio Valenzuela,
12801.
All right, and counsel for Sergio?
Yes, good evening, Judge. Devin Montgomery with the law offices of John Phoebus on behalf of Mr. Valenzuela.
Okay, and I see that this is limited purpose for the initial appearance. Is that correct?
That's correct, Judge.
Okay. And counsel for the state?
Good evening, Your Honor. Ashley Stetson on behalf of the state.
Okay, sir, you're here on a Superior Court arrest warrant alleging one count of transportation or sale of narcotic drug. That's a Class 2 felony. Now, I know you have counsel here, but it's limited representation, and I want to make sure that you have an attorney at your next hearing. So I am going to appoint you a lawyer. But if you and your counsel work something out that she's going to represent you, that's fine. But I just want to make sure you have somebody at your next court hearing. Counsel for the state, did you want to be heard?
Yes, Your Honor, very quickly, the state is asking for bond to be affirmed. The bond is only $2,500 secured. The state did confirm with ITR that the suspect has a DOC hold until September 12th, Your Honor, so he is on here until the 12th, Your Honor. So for the purposes of him earning credit while he's in custody for this case, the state would ask that the bond be affirmed. Thank you.
Okay, and counsel for Mr. Valenzuela.
Yes, Judge, thank you. We're in agreement with affirming the $2,500 secured appearance bond. We are under the understanding that he is going to be released soon from DOC. I believe it will be to a probation tail, so we'd ask that he be released to his probation officer. Just so the court's aware, he does have stable housing upon release. He will be surrounded by persons who are law-abiding, and it's a great support system for him. And so,
can you print this one out again? Okay. Sir, your next court hearing is going to be a status conference, which is September 16th at 8:30. I have a release date of September 12th. So you should be released from DOC at that time, and if you post this bond, then you would be out, so you would have to be at that court hearing on the 16th. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and I am going to affirm the bond at $2,500. You must contact your probation officer within 72 hours.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay? All right, anything from either counsel?
No, Your Honor.
not from the defense. Thanks, Judge.
Okay, thank you for appearing. All right, they're going to bring you your paperwork, okay?
All right.
Okay. Yeah. Paul Henson, come on in. And then Timothy Adams to the chair outside the courtroom. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Paul Henson, 4778.
You have a Superior Court probation violation warrant for your probation that you're on for a Class 3 felony. Probation is alleging you violated Term 13. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be an arraignment, possible disposition, September 17th at 8:30. And pursuant to Arizona Criminal Rule of Procedure 7.2C, you'll be held non-bailable till that next hearing. Get your paperwork from the court staff.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I was under the understanding that I was going to start my sentence of 6 months today.
That you were what?
I was going to serve 6 months for this violation.
Okay, well.
And I've tried to,
I
tried
read
to
that
surrender
you
myself
tried to
twice.
I read that you tried to turn yourself in a couple times.
Yes. Now, I was wondering, am I going to have to come to court again, or do I get sentenced tonight?
Well, right now, you're just being seen on the probation violation. If you had a previous sentence of 6 months, you'll have to talk with your lawyer about that. But right now, you're going to be held without bond until your next hearing on the 17th. Okay? but talk to your lawyer.
But for me having to turn myself in was to serve those 6 months.
Right.
Am I serving those?
This might count as the start of your 6 months. You'll have to talk to your lawyer. Okay?
And if it isn't, then what? It just runs consistent with whatever you
I don't
decide,
know,
or?
sir, because I don't know about your case. The only thing that I see is that you have a violation of probation allegation. That's all. Okay? But usually, not always, if you're in custody, they give you time served for this probation violation as well as your 6 months. I can't guarantee that, but that's what usually happens. But talk to your lawyer. They can make that argument. Okay? Get your paperwork from the court staff. Timothy Adams, and then Ishmael Bird to the chair outside the courtroom. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Timothy Adams, 5/6/1968.
Okay, sir, you're here on 3 matters, and they're all probation violations. You're on probation for 1 Class 4 felony and 2 Class 6 felonies. Probation is alleging you violated term 5 and 15 on each of these probations. I've appointed a lawyer on all 3 of these to represent you. Your next hearing will be an arraignment, possible disposition, September 17th at 8:30. And pursuant to Arizona Criminal Rule of Procedure 7.2C, you'll be held non-bailable. Get your paperwork from the court staff. Ishmael Bird, come on in. Liban Sheik to the chair outside the courtroom. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Ishmael Bird, 06/19/2000.
Okay, you've got a Superior Court new case alleging 1 count of armed robbery, Class 2 felony, 1 count of aggravated robbery, Class 3 felony. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be a status conference, September 16th at 8:30. Set a $100,000 bond. You cannot return to the alleged scene of the crime and no contact with the alleged victim. Got it?
Can I say something?
Pardon?
May I say something?
Yeah.
So I was in here about 6-7 months ago for this same charge, and I got a global plea for this. And there's charges that can't be brought up against me, any old or new or pending charges from Glendale, Goodyear, or Mesa. It shows that in my global plea. So that's why I'm just super confused. And my PO even said the same thing. She said I should be out by tonight and to call her to let her know. Like, I've already did 6 months at Towers jail. I went for sentencing April 10th, and it shows that in my plea.
Were you in custody when
Yes, ma'am.
you were in custody when you got page 2'd on this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Are you serving a term on the global plea?
3 years probation. And I'm doing classes. I just got a job. I'm doing decisions point classes. I'm doing the TCR
Okay, no,
class.
what I'm saying is, were you in custody when you got arrested for this?
Yes, I was already in custody
For what?
for armed robbery, aggravated robbery, assault with a deadly.
But I thought you said this was part of a global plea.
It is part of a global plea. It's in my plea that they can't bring any old, new, or pending charges out of Glendale, Goodyear, or Mesa.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Can you move
Your Honor, the
this?
state is on the, looking into this right now too. I'm reviewing the plea agreement.
Okay, then I'm not gonna move it. I'm gonna move you to the end of the calendar, okay? Because we're the county attorney looking into it, okay? So go back.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Leaving. And then Cody Williams to the chair outside the courtroom. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Levon Sheik, 6/19/87.
Okay, you're here on a bond surrender. You
Yeah.
had charges of 2 counts of transportation or sale of narcotic drug, class 2 felony, 1 count of money laundering, 1 count of illegal conduct, illegal control of an enterprise, both class 3 felonies, 1 count of tampering with physical evidence, class 6 felony.
Yeah.
You already have a court-appointed lawyer. Your next hearing will be a status conference, September 16th at 8:30.
Okay.
Just going to reimpose the same bond, $50,000.
I was gonna ask to see because my bond was set before because I was out of state, but I moved here since, and I've been all of my hearings.
Okay, I can't hear you.
Well,
I know
so
your
basically-
bond used to be 50,000.
Yeah, so basically,
And the bonding company went and got you.
yeah, because I surrendered myself because basically my co-signer, I wanted to get a new co-signer because.
Okay, you can do that.
Yeah.
But I just have to set the same amount of bond.
Oh, there's no way to.
Cannot change it.
Okay.
Okay,
So how do I ask my?
but you can go contact another bonding company if you want.
Oh, but there's no way to lower my bill if
I cannot lower it.
Oh, okay.
All right, get your paperwork.
Even if I do a bond hearing, or.
Pardon?
Even if I do a bond hearing or something in the future, or.
Even if you do what?
A bond hearing or something, or.
Oh, yeah, but I can't
Oh, you
change
can't do
it.
it. Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I just, when you have a bond surrender, I just have to reinstate the same bond.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Cody Williams, come on in. Stephen Madrano to the chair outside the courtroom. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Cody Williams, 2/14/1991.
Okay, you've got a Superior Court new case alleging 1 count of theft of means of transportation, class 3 felony, and 1 count of robbery, class 4 felony. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing is going to be a status conference, September 16th at 8:30. I set a cash bond of $25,000. All right, get your paperwork from the court staff. Stephen Madrano, come on in. Chastity Barnett to the chair outside the courtroom. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Stephen James Madrano, date of birth 7/9/77.
All right, you've got a Superior Court arrest warrant alleging 1 count of theft of means of transportation, class 3 felony, 3 counts of burglary in the 3rd degree, class 4 felony. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be a status conference, September 16th at 8:30, and I've set a $25,000 bond. It looks like you have a DOC hold also.
I'm in DOC right now.
Yeah,
Yes.
so you'll get credit on this one as well as whatever you're serving.
When will I get discovery for this? Because I don't remember.
This allegedly occurred July 13th of 2023. And actually, the discovery will probably go to your attorney, because I've appointed your attorney. So get a hold of your attorney.
Okay.
Okay? All right, good luck. Chastity Barnett, come on in. Lakota Cloud to the chair outside the courtroom. State your name and date of birth.
Chastity Barnett, 3/28/2002.
You have a Superior Court new case alleging 2 counts of disorderly conduct with weapons, class 6 felonies. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be a status conference, September 16th at 8:30. I've set a $20,000 bond. No possessing of any weapons, understood?
Okay.
Get your paperwork from the court staff. Lakota Cloud, come on in. Matthew Gabbard to the chair outside the courtroom. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Lakota Cloud, 6/15/87.
All right, now this is not a criminal matter, it's a civil matter. It's a family court warrant for child support. The purge amount, the amount you have to pay before you get released, is $2,432. You are going to have another hearing on this on September 18th at 10 a.m.
Okay.
Either way, if you pay it, you still have to go to court. If you don't pay it, you're going to stay in custody.
Okay.
Okay? Get your paperwork. Matthew Gabbard, come on in. And Anissa Jima Saddle.
And Commissioner?
Yeah.
The county attorney said that whenever you want to recall the case for the civil plea, she's there.
Okay. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Matthew Gabbard, 5/21/88.
Okay, you have a grand jury warrant, which means the grand jurors met, they heard testimony. They found probable cause on one count of criminal damage, class 4 felony. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing is going to be an arraignment September 17th at 8:30, and I've set a $2,500 bond. So you'll get credit on this one as well as what you're serving right now.
Okay.
Okay? All right, get your paperwork. Anissa, come on in, and then what was his name?
Number 2.
Was it number 3?
Number 2.
Number 2. I don't see it. It's at the bottom? Oh. Ishmael Bird to the chair outside the courtroom. All right. State your name and date of birth.
It's Anissa Gamasaro, and it's 9/11/1997.
Okay, you've got a Superior Court new case alleging one count of possession of dangerous drugs, class 4 felony, one count of possession of drug paraphernalia, class 6 felony. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be a status conference, September 16th at 8:30. I've set a $2,000 bond. It also shows that you have a federal probation. They might put a hold on you. Okay? All right, get your paperwork. And then Ishmael, come on in. And Jose Valenzuela to the chair outside the courtroom. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
06/19/2000.
Okay, county attorney?
Yes, Your Honor. Just for the record, Ashley Stetson on behalf of the state.
I'm sorry, but I can't hear you. Can you speak up?
Yes, Your Honor. Ashley Stetson on behalf of the state.
Okay, go ahead.
Your Honor, the state did a quick review of a suspect or defendant's plea agreement in regards to his previous case that he's on probation for. The state looked at the signed plea agreement between the state and the defendant, which was also signed by the defendant's counsel. It does note that it says in paragraph 3, it says count 2, which is the aggravated robbery charge, allegations of multiple offenses. It says that the Maricopa County Attorney's Office agrees not to file armed robbery and aggravated robbery charges arising out of Glendale Police Department report number 24047177, but makes no such promise for any other prosecuting agency. Your Honor, this is a case out of Maricopa. Sheriff's Office. The state did review the report number on these allegations, which let me pull that up. The report number on this is 240279198. It does appear that this is a different incident that was outlined in the suspect's plea agreement. That's based on what the state could very quickly ascertain, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. So, sir, it looks like this, yeah?
The state also pulled the minutes from his when he pled, and the state didn't see anything in the minutes that would lead the state to believe that there was any sort of global plea agreement that included this Maricopa County Sheriff's Office case, Your Honor.
Okay. Thank you. So this is going to stand. I mean, you can talk to your attorney about it, but at this point, the information that I have is that this was still, it looks like it's still a valid case.
But I just don't understand from what paragraph 3 when she said that Glendale nothing could arise.
Right, but this isn't a Glendale case.
What is, okay, what?
It's Maricopa County Sheriff's Department.
So being that my case happened in Glendale?
The Glendale one can't be revived, but this one looks like it can be charged.
And this happened at a Maricopa County?
It's the Maricopa County Sheriff's Department investigated this case, not Glendale.
And so, but it doesn't say that on my plea, it doesn't say Maricopa County.
Correct. She said it was just a Glendale case that was agreed not to be charged. This one has been charged.
Your Honor, for the defendant's information, the case that he's referencing, it did occur in Glendale, but it was a Maricopa County Sheriff's Office case.
But it's not this same case, correct?
That is correct, Your Honor. At least what the state can find based on the report numbers, they do not match.
Okay. So talk to your attorney about it, okay?
How would it work, like, with me being on probation and stuff like that? Like, I just don't understand, like, where do I go from here? Because it just doesn't...
Well, right now you're going to have a $100,000 bond, so you're going to stay unless you can pay that, but you need to talk with your attorney. Okay?
And basically, so this doesn't count within my global plea, doesn't, because
it doesn't appear to be. At least this is what the county attorney is saying.
Okay.
All right, but talk with your attorney.
It's secure, so I can pay $10,000 to come a collateral.
Did I make it secured or?
In the paperwork, it shows secured up here.
It's secured.
Okay.
So you can go through bond and company.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
All right, get your paperwork. I have to take a break for 1 second because I have an urgent warrant. Okay, Jose Valenzuela, come on in. Cherish Cryer to the chair outside the courtroom. Could you call and see if Jerry can pick up the other DUI? All right, sir, state your name and date of birth.
Jose Valenzuela, 11/29/96.
All right, you have two matters. The first one is a Superior Court arrest warrant for one count of possession of dangerous drugs, Class 4 felony. This allegedly occurred June 24th of 2022. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be a status conference, September 16th at 8:30, and I've set a $500 bond on that. Then the second one that you have is another arrest warrant. This alleges one count of possession of dangerous drugs, Class 4 felony, and one count of possession of drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony. This allegedly occurred February 22nd of 2025. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be a status conference, September 16th at 8:30, and the judge who signed this warrant set your bond at $1,200. Now, if you post these two bonds, you've got a list of conditions you're going to have to follow, okay? Get your paperwork from the court staff. Cherish Cryer, come on in. And Andrew Woods to the chair outside the courtroom. State your name and date of birth.
Cherish Cryer, 2/29/92.
I can't hear you.
Cherish Cryer, February 29/92.
All right, you've got two matters. They're both probation violations. You're on probation for a Class 4 and a Class 6 felony. Probation is alleging you violated term 3, 4, 13, and 15. I've appointed a lawyer on both of these to represent you. Your next hearing will be an arraignment, possible disposition, September 17th at 8:30. And I've set a $1,000 bond on each of these. Now, if you post these two bonds, you must contact your probation officer within 72 hours. Get your paperwork from the court staff.
The Commissioner Bernstein let the staff know that he tried calling the other DUI warrant, but they just weren't answering.
Oh, well, I'm doing the other one anyways.
This officer working?
Hi. Okay, Andrew Woods, come on in. Raphael Hinojosa to the chair outside the courtroom. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Andrew Woods, 2/15/92.
You have a municipal court new case alleging one kind of disobeying or an order or mandate of the court. That's a Class 1 misdemeanor. I could not find that you're indigent based on your financial affidavit. So either you can hire your own attorney or you can give more information to the next judge about your finances. Your next hearing is going to be an arraignment, September 16th at 9 a.m.
Yes, ma'am.
I've set a $1,000 cash bond. You are not to return to the alleged scene of the crime, no contact with the alleged victim. I don't care if there's not a current injunction in place. This is my order.
Okay. Yes,
Got it?
Yes, ma'am. I was
All
may I ask, the order was dropped today, shortly after the incident?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
So,
It was
okay.
still in place when this occurred.
Okay,
But now you've got my order.
yes, ma'am.
No email, no texting, no third party, no social media, nothing.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
All right? Get your paperwork. Rafael, come on in. Eduardo Perez to the chair outside the courtroom. State your name and date of birth.
Rafael Anthony Jorge Hinojosa, 725.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to have to put you at the end.
Okay.
Thanks. I got to figure something out on that one.
I moved him at the bottom.
Pardon?
I moved his case at the bottom.
Thanks. Guillermo Perez, come on in. And then Eduardo Perez to the chair outside the courtroom. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Guillermo Perez, 93001.
You have a failure to appear warrant for one count of possession of narcotic drug, class 4 felony, one count of possession of drug paraphernalia, class 6 felony. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be a status conference, September 16th at 8:30. I've set a $900 bond. Okay?
Okay.
Get your paperwork from the court staff. Eduardo Perez, come on in. And Todd Bauer to the chair outside the courtroom. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Eduardo Perez, 12/23/1981.
You have a Superior Court probation violation warrant for your probation that you're on for a class 6 felony. Probation is alleging you violated terms 3 and 7. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be an arraignment, possible disposition, September 17th at 8:30. I've set a $900 bond. If you post that bond, you must contact your probation officer within 72 hours.
Can I get a bond reduction?
Nope.
Oh.
Get your paperwork. Todd Bauer, come on in. Priscilla Skidmore to the chair outside the courtroom. State your name and date of birth.
Todd Bauer, 9664.
You've got a Superior Court arrest warrant alleging one count of possession of narcotic drug, class 4 felony, one count of possession of drug paraphernalia, class 6 felony. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be a status conference, September 16th at 8:30. I've set a $300 bond. If you post that bond, you've got a list of conditions you're going to have to follow. Get your paperwork from the court staff. Priscilla, come on in. Frank Oba Hiagban, close. Priscilla, come on in. Face this way, yeah, right in front of the podium. State your name and date of birth.
Priscilla Skidmore, T-1782.
You have a Justice Court warrant from University Lakes Justice Court for one count of criminal trespass in the 3rd degree. That's a misdemeanor. I've appointed a lawyer for limited representation regarding the bond issue. Your next hearing is going to be an arraignment, September 16th at 8:30, and I've set a $100 bond. Get your paperwork from the court staff there. Ma'am, get your paperwork. Frank, come on in. And Joseph Rodriguez to the chair outside the courtroom. State your name and date of birth.
Frank Obayabon, 0809-1969.
You have a Superior Court new case alleging one count of theft, class 5 felony. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing is going to be a status conference, September 25th at 8:30. Let me tell you what the county attorney's office wanted me to hold you on $7,500. I'm not going to do that.
Thank you.
I'll tell you why. You have no history whatsoever.
Thank you, Yoda.
Then the second reason why is it appears that you're working, and I want you to keep that job, and I'm going to give you a chance because I will guarantee you, if you don't show up at the next hearing, you will have a bond.
I was the one that turned myself into Queen Creek this morning.
So I'm appointing a lawyer. Your next hearing, September 25th at 8:30. I'm going to release you to pretrial services supervision. No contact with the alleged victim. Got it?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
Yep, get your paperwork. Joseph Rodriguez, come on in. Alejandro Gabanakis to the chair outside the courtroom. Maybe start getting our Spanish interpreter. State your name and date of birth.
Joseph Rodriguez, 4/18/2000, Your Honor.
You have a Justice Court new case alleging one count of reckless driving, Class 3 misdemeanor, one count of exceeding the posted speed limit by greater than 20 miles per hour, Class 3 misdemeanor. You're not entitled to a court-appointed lawyer. Your next hearing is going to be an arraignment, September 24th at 11 o'clock. Going to release you on your promise. You better go to court or they'll put a bond on you, okay?
You're going to see me there.
All right, get your paperwork. Alejandro, come on in. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Alejandro Gafanakis, 8598.
All right, you've got two warrants. The first one is from South Mountain Justice Court for a Justice Court warrant for one count of DUI, liquor, drug, or vapors, one count of DUI with blood alcohol contents of .08 or more, both Class 1 misdemeanors. This occurred April 3rd of 2022. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing is going to be an arraignment, September 24th at 9 a.m. They wanted a bond of $500, but I looked back. It didn't seem like you got notice of this.
Yes.
So I'm going to release you, but make sure you go to that court date. No possessing or consuming of any alcohol. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
The second one is a municipal court warrant from Tolleson for disorderly conduct. That's a Class 1 misdemeanor. This is from 2022 as well, but this is a failure to pay. You're not entitled to a court-appointed lawyer. Your next hearing is going to be an arraignment, September 29th at 8:30. So here's what you got to do. Go there, set up a payment plan. Even if you can pay $5, $20,
Something.
do that, then you won't get a warrant. Or you can also do community service.
Okay.
To do some of the, they'll give you X amount of money for X amount of community service.
Okay.
But don't just blow it off,
Yes,
because
ma'am.
then you end up here.
Yes, ma'am.
So you're going to be released.
Thank you.
Go to court.
Thank you.
Yep. Do we have an interpreter?
Yes.
Court's Law Library resource.
Okay, Alberto Garcia, come on in the courtroom. Do I have an interpreter on the line? Hello?
Interpreter. My name is. Hi, yes, hello. My name is Leonardo. ID number 398891. I'll be
Hi,
Spanish
my name's
interpreter today.
Thank you. My name's Cindy Minetti. I'm a judge pro tem with the court here in Phoenix. We are in court, so I do need to swear you in. Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you swear or affirm that the information you're about to interpret from English to Spanish and Spanish to English will be true and accurate to the best of your knowledge and ability?
I do swear, Your Honor.
Okay, interpreter, we're going to get started right now. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Y por favor, diga su nombre, apellido y fecha de nacimiento.
Alberto Núñez García, 06/27 del 2001.
Me dijo Alberto Muñiz García. Your Honor, ¿me puede repetir su nombre?
Alberto Núñez García, 06/27 del 2001.
Alberto Núñez García, 06/27/2001.
Sir, you have a grand jury warrant.
Señor, usted tiene una orden de arresto del gran jurado
Alleging one count of conspiracy,
donde se alega un cargo por conspiración,
one count of transportation or sale of narcotic drug,
un cargo por transportar o vender drogas narcóticas.
Both of these are Class 2 felonies.
Ambos son considerados felonía clase 2.
One count of illegal control of an enterprise, Class 3 felony.
Un cargo de que es categoría clase número 3, felonía, de mantener algo ilegal, un intercambio.
These allegedly occurred December 17th of 2023.
Esto alegadamente pasó el 23 de diciembre del 2023.
I've appointed a lawyer to represent you.
He asignado un abogado para que lo represente.
Your next hearing will be in arraignment September 17th at 8:30.
Su próxima audiencia sería la audiencia para el día 17 de septiembre a las 8:30.
And I've set a $50,000 cash bond.
Y he puesto una fianza de $50,000 en efectivo.
Get your paperwork from the court staff.
Por favor, obtenga los documentos del personal de la corte.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Sorry.
All right, thank you, interpreter.
My pleasure, Your Honor. Thank you so much for allowing me to serve you.
Okay, can I have Leon Yor in the courtroom? Leon? All right, sir, state your name and date of birth.
Leon Mary Yor Jr., 12/02/2000. Your Honor, I know it looks bad.
Okay, it's 12/2/2000?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Your Honor.
So let me just tell you what we have here, okay?
I know it looks bad, miss.
You know what?
I know my everything looks bad, ma'am. I know I got OR this morning. I know everything I have going on, ma'am, but I promise you, I've tried to make it to my court dates and everything.
Well, sir, I got to tell you, I don't have a lot of discretion here. So let me just go through this. Okay, so you have a warrant for your arrest by the state of California.
Yes,
they want you back. They've already been contacted. They're going to say they're going to come get you. Now, did you read the laminated card?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you have a choice to make at this time. You got one of two choices you have to make. One, you can choose to waive your right to an extradition hearing and be sent back to California within 30 days. That's option number one.
Yes, ma'am.
Option number two, you can say, I'm not going to waive my rights, and I'm going to demand an extradition hearing and that a governor's warrant be signed by the governors of both states, California and Arizona, before they can send you back to California. So, if you choose, you want to say, no, I just want to waive my rights and go over there, and you want to waive your right to that extradition hearing, you will be held in the jail here, no bond, for a period of up to 30 days to allow California to come and get you. That 30 days would start tomorrow as long as you do not have any criminal charges pending against you anywhere in Arizona. If you do have criminal charges pending against you in Arizona, the 30-day period would not start until those charges are resolved. Now, if you choose to have an extradition hearing, I'm going to set another hearing in our courthouse September 22nd at 1:30. I cannot appoint you an attorney to represent you because extradition matters are civil in nature, but you would have the right to hire a lawyer at your own expense if you choose. Now, you are entitled to bail in this case. It would be $50,000 cash.
Yeah.
You would not be entitled to, if you are unable to post your bail, you will be held in custody during that time or until another judge would modify your bail. A governor's warrant signed by the governors of both states requiring to extradite you can take up to 90 days. Do you know what you'd like to do? Option 1 or option 2?
Ma'am, if I stay here, ma'am, my next court date wouldn't be till 10/23 for the charges that I do have pending out here. And I got OR this morning, ma'am.
I know, that has nothing to do with this.
Okay, so so I would sit until my next court date, which is 10/23, ma'am?
Again, if you waive your right to an extradition hearing, you're going to stay in custody for 30 days, and then California has to come get you and bring you over to California.
Okay, but and then from there I would handle that, and I would have to come back for that court date next month for out here.
I don't know anything else about what other court dates you have.
I have a court date for October 23rd, ma'am.
I know, but all I know is on this case,
I don't want to make the wrong decision, ma'am.
I know. So what you can do is say you're not going to waive your rights.
That would take 90 days, though, miss.
It could be 90 days, but you can always change your mind because you're going to have another hearing in about 12 days.
And if I say yes, they would come get me within 30 days, ma'am.
It would be 30 days from that date.
And so would I have to, so would they send me back out here, or would that case be?
I really don't know.
Or would
I really don't know what would happen.
I don't want to make the wrong decision, ma'am.
I know, if you don't know what you want to do, I can't accept a waiver, so I'm going to say you're not going to waive your right.
If I do go, that'd be 30 days, right? I was sitting here for 30 days until California comes and gets me.
Yes, if they don't come get you in 30 days, you get released. They have 30 days to come get you. Sometimes it's quicker because they're next door. Sometimes they'll wait for the very last day. I can't tell you. But if they don't come get you, all I know is on the 31st day you get released.
Okay, and ma'am, when would the 30th day be, if you don't mind me asking, ma'am?
Well, it would start tomorrow, which is going to be the 11th.
Okay.
And let's see, 30 days has September. I've tried 19. It would be around October 11th or 12th, something like that. But, sir, if you're unsure, waiving your rights to that hearing is a big thing. So I got to make sure that you understand what you're doing. Now, you will see another judge in 12 days.
Option 2 is the governor, that would take up to 90 days, correct? Option number 2, right?
Yeah, take up to 90 days. That's correct. But what I'm saying is you can change your mind and waive it on that next hearing if you sit and think about it.
Is that an option, ma'am? Can I sit and think about it, miss, till the next hearing?
Okay, I'm not understanding what you're saying.
Is that an option? Can I sit and think about it till the next hearing?
I can't really understand what you're saying.
Is that an option, ma'am? Can I sit and think about it until the next hearing, ma'am?
Well, yeah, you can waive your rights when you see another judge on the 22nd.
And if I waive my rights, it starts now, right now, correct?
If you waive your rights today, that 30 days starts tomorrow. But now you're telling me that you have pending charges?
No, out here, yes, ma'am. I just have I was OR'd for the case this morning, ma'am.
Yeah, but if you have pending charges, those 30 days might not start until after that's done.
That's what I'm saying, ma'am. My next court date is not till 10/23. That's what I'm trying to explain to you, ma'am. That's what I'm trying to explain to you, miss. That's what I'm trying to explain to you, ma'am.
You know what, sir, I really don't feel comfortable taking a waiver from you because I don't think you know. Did you get a lawyer appointed for you at that next hearing?
No, ma'am. He just OR'd me, ma'am. The judge just OR'd me. He just OR'd me, ma'am, and told me he promised I'd be.
And when is that next court hearing?
Next court date is not until October 23rd, ma'am.
When is that next court hearing?
No, it's not till October 23rd, Miss.
October 23rd.
Yes, ma'am.
The only thing I can say to you is that on the 22nd and 12 more days, you can tell the next judge that you've got another hearing on the 23rd. I don't feel comfortable because
I know, Miss.
I know. I don't think you should waive your rights.
You see what's going on, ma'am.
Because I don't think you legally understand this. So I'm going to say you're not going to waive your right. I'm going to set your bond. It's going to be a secured or a cash bond of $50,000.
Can you please lower it, ma'am? Could you please lower it? It's already $25,000 out there, miss. It's already $25,000, ma'am.
And then when you go to the next judge, you can ask the judge to reduce it.
Please, ma'am.
No, sir, this is my only two options that I have. It's not up to me. California has requested that they're going to come pick you up on these charges.
Okay, yes, ma'am. And so I know you said you don't feel comfortable because
I really don't. So you're going to see another judge in 12 days. Okay? All right, you're going to get your paperwork. Court staff will bring you your paperwork, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Can I ask you a question? So if I do have pending charges, I would sit all the way until that's finished, right? At my next court date, which is 10/23, correct? Right?
Even if you waive, the 30 days would not start until
that case is over with.
Correct.
And you don't feel comfortable doing that, correct?
Well, no, I don't feel comfortable with because I don't think you really understand enough about this to waive a very important right. So make the state get the warrants. That's going to start right now.
Okay.
That 90 days is going to start right now. Okay? And you could be waiting 90 days for that other case to be disposed of, because if you don't have a hearing till October, it could take 30 days. If you get acquitted, that would be the end of it. But if you have a sentencing, that could take another 30 days. So you're better to get this 90 days started right now.
90 days. So I have to wait.
Okay.
I have to wait here 90 days now.
Well, I don't know if it'll be 90 days, sir. I really don't.
But
you can talk with the next judge in 12 days.
But they are coming to get me, though. California is coming to get me.
They'll be notified that you are now demanding that both governors sign a warrant, okay?
And that's for and that warrant is for California.
That's the part that they only have 90 days to get.
So I'll be held for 90 days.
Unless you post the bond. And the next judge, you can ask the next judge to reduce it if you want.
Cool with that.
All right, I need to move on, but you're going to see another judge in 12 days, okay?
So okay, ma'am. So I'm going to sit for 90 days, ma'am?
What I said is, the other case could get dropped. You could get another judge that lowers this and you could bond out. There's so many variables, I can't tell you what's going to happen right now.
And if I do waive my rights and I start the 30 days today or tomorrow,
you still got to wait for that other case to see what they're going to do on it. Okay.
Okay.
I'll try this one more time.
Your call has been forwarded to an auto.
Oh, that's not happening. Okay, let's have, this one will go quick. Raphael, come on in. And are we clear back there?
Yeah, I got one more, that's it.
Okay, sir, state your name and date of birth.
Rafael Anthony Jorge Hinojosa, 72585.
Okay, you've got a grand jury warrant, which means the grand jurors met, they heard testimony, they found probable cause on one count of failure to register as a sex offender. That's a class 4 felony. This allegedly occurred November 2nd of 2023. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be an arraignment, September 17th at 8:30. The grand jury judge set your bond at $1,000. It's not cash. You can go through a bonding company.
Awesome.
Okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. And then Tong Nguyen.
You pronounce it Win, Your Honor.
Hi, counsel. Sorry, but we usually take these at the end.
Not my first rodeo, Judge, I get it.
Okay. All right. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
First name is Toon, last name is Nguyen. Date of birth is 10/28/1999.
All right. And counsel?
Good evening, Your Honor. Sean Call appearing on behalf of Mr. Wynn, who's present in custody, standing to my left.
Okay. So, sir, you've got a grand jury warrant, which means a grand juror met. They heard testimony. They found probable cause on 4 counts of sexual conduct with a minor and 2 counts of sexual exploitation of a minor. All class 2 felonies. There's various dates of offense. October 1st of 2023, October 2nd of 2023, January 1 of 2024, and February 7th of 2024. I didn't have enough information to determine whether you're indigent or not. Now, I know you have an attorney here. If you don't work something out with your attorney for him to represent you, then when you go to court the next time, you have to fill out a form to see if you're eligible for a court-appointed lawyer, okay? So at this point, given that I didn't have that form, you're not precluded from doing that, but I can't appoint you an attorney without that form, and you have counsel here, okay?
I'll explain that to him in greater detail when the hearing's over, Judge.
Okay. And then we do have a county attorney on the line, correct?
Yes, Your Honor. Ashley Stetson on behalf of the state.
Okay. Counsel for the state, did you want to be heard?
Yes, Your Honor, very quickly. Your Honor, the state is asking for bond to be affirmed. As Your Honor stated, the grand jury did meet on this matter. A judicial officer did hear this. Given that it is a grand jury case, the state is not privy to the facts of the case. However, this does appear to be a very serious allegations. Based on the seriousness of the allegations, based on the fact that the state as well as the court has very limited information on this, and the fact that the judicial officer of the grand jury did hear it and did decide that $150,000 secured bond was appropriate, the state is asking for that to be affirmed. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. And counsel.
Your Honor, I would want to address the release conditions if I could, just with some additional information. I understand it's a grand jury warrant, but just some additional information that I'm confident was not at the judge's disposal at that time. Obviously, Mr. Nguyen is 25 years old. He has no criminal history whatsoever, no misdemeanors, no felonies, no nothing. While he does originate from Vietnam, he is a U.S. citizen, has spent 13 years in Maricopa County. His parents have been here even longer, and that's who he resides with while he's out. He and his wife both live with his parents. So they do have roots here in Maricopa County, which I think speak very loudly to him not being a flight risk in this case. He works full-time as a mechanic for AutoNation. His next shift is on Friday. If he's not there, he's very likely to lose his job. He's the primary provider for his wife, who is a full-time student. So obviously, holding him past Friday would have serious ramifications on his family. He would be returning home with his parents. Were any minors in the home?
Yeah.
There are no minors inside the home if he was to return to his family. Now, based on the nature of the charges, I explained to my client, I don't think I could come in here and save face and ask for something without a bond. However, $150,000 is something that he absolutely cannot post. A bond that I'm recommending based on everything is $75,000 secured. Certainly if he is released on that bond, it presents a major financial incentive for him up here. He told me that being able to post that bond would be a stretch, but he thinks it's at least possible, whereas $150,000 absolutely is not. He would be on the ankle monitor pursuant to statute, and I think some important facts for you to consider, Your Honor. These allegations are approximately a year and a half old, and there's been no allegations or police contact whatsoever over the last year and a half. There's been no alleged contact with the victim in this case. Again, for me, information is also limited, but my limited understanding is the contact with this victim originated from an online interaction. It's not somebody that he would have an occasion to see on any sort of a regular basis. He doesn't have a close personal connection with her, and hence has had no contact for over a year and a half. That would continue if he is able to post that bond as a release. So I certainly understand the things that the court has to consider. I don't believe he's a flight risk. I don't believe he's a danger to the community at large. And I don't believe, especially if on an ankle monitor with a $75,000 bond hanging over his head, he would present any risk to the victim in this case and would comply completely with any orders to have no contact with her whatsoever.
Okay. Does your client have any children of his own?
He does not have any children of his own.
Okay.
You don't plan. Well.
And does his work involve any type of internet usage?
Do you have to use the internet at work, or are you hands-on cars all day?
Hands-on car, but we had like going through computer for technical work.
If you had to at your job, could you stay off the computer? Could you do your job without having computer access?
Yes.
You could just work on cars?
Yes.
Okay. Your Honor, as I'm sure you overheard, my client's informed me that while he does use computers at work, I suppose I would ask if there's internet restrictions on him, if released, maybe an exception for while he is at work. But he did make it sound like it would be possible for him to continue working as a mechanic without accessing the computers in the office.
Okay. So given the fact that the grand jury judge set it at $150,000 and know a lot more about this case than I do, at this point I am going to affirm the bond. It is secured. It's not cash. Pursuant to Arizona law, you will have to be on electronic monitor. I did a curfew, not house arrest. Times on your curfew will be determined by your pretrial services, okay? Typically, not all the time, typically, it's to see your counsel, it's work, things like that, all right? You are not to have any contact with the alleged victim. You are not to have any contact with any minors. You are not to access the internet through any electronic means, with the exception that I will allow you to use the internet while at work, okay? All right. Is there anything I'm missing from either counsel?
Not missing, Your Honor, but if I could just clarify the record again, that your ruling is without prejudice and he could still raise the issue regarding release conditions.
Okay, say that again?
That your ruling is without prejudice, so he could raise a motion to modify.
Oh, absolutely. You can always do that. I mean,
I like to just make the record.
Yeah, obviously, I mean, I don't know this with the grand jury warrant, so typically we do affirm those, but you can always take it up to with the next judge. And then also remind your client about filling out that financial form if you do not work out anything on your representation.
I'll do that, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay. Anything from counsel for the state?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Okay. All right, we're in recess.
And Your Honor, can the state be excused?
Pardon?
Can the state be excused?
Oh, absolutely. Sorry.
That's okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
Kind of hard for me to excuse you when I can't see you anyways. Take care.
Okay. All right, good evening, everybody. This is the 11 o'clock calendar. It is September 10th, 2025. I'll tell you that the court orders for the taking of fingerprints and DNA samples that were given on the first calendar of this month will still apply to this hearing. When I call your name, you'll stand beyond the podium, give me your name and your date of birth. If I do order that you be security appearance bond, you can go through a bondsman. It's my understanding they do collect calls. And on some of the walls in the jail, there are the names and numbers of bonding companies. If you can't find it or you need assistance, you can ask one of the officers for assistance. Also, I'm not going to say out loud all your release conditions. They will be on your paperwork. Okay. At a minimum, it will say no drugs without a valid prescription, don't drive without a valid driver's license. Okay. Michael Bumpus. Sir, your name and date of birth, please.
Michael Bumpus, 6/7/88.
Okay, so you got a warrant at the Yuma County Superior Court in a probation violation. A lawyer will be appointed for you in the next court date if one hadn't been done already, okay? Your arraignment, and it'll be taken down there at the Yuma County Superior Court, is on September 15th at 8:30. You can't possess any weapons, you can't possess or consume any alcohol, no drugs without a valid prescription. If you are somehow out, you'd have to contact your probation officer within 72 hours. The judge down there has directed you be held without bond. You'll talk to your lawyer when you get down there about any release condition changes, all right? That's in a different county.
So when am I going down there?
There's no bond right now, that's what they've ordered, but, it's up to you and your lawyer you'll talk to your lawyer down there about that situation, all right?
All right, thank you.
As I said, this Maricopa County, it's a Yuma County thing, so. Oh, Yuma County has jurisdiction over it, they ordered it you be held without bond, okay? Akia Elder? All right, your name and date of birth, please.
Acacia Elder, 9/17/01.
I'm sorry, Acacia, I'm sorry, I said Akia.
It's okay.
No, I like to show people respect by at least pronouncing their names correctly.
Okay.
All right, you've got a grand jury indictment, so that's why you wouldn't have heard about the proceedings against you. It's for offenses that are alleged to have occurred, according to what I see, August 31st of last year. Okay, it's three counts of organized retail theft of merchandise and 3 counts of organized retail theft with an artifice, all class 4 felonies. I appointed a lawyer for you. Your court date will be at 175 West Madison Street at 8:30 for an arraignment hearing on September 17th. So that's a week from now, as I said, at 8:30. You cannot return to the scene of the alleged crime. You cannot initiate contact with any alleged complainant or witnesses. Now, when they did a return on of the indictment, another judge had set bond for you in the amount of $30,000. Okay, so that's a security appearance bond. So step to your left, please.
To the right?
Yeah. Carl Cadman. So your name and date of birth, please.
Carl Cadman, 12/10/1987.
Okay, so you're here on a probation violation. I know you're on probation for an aggravated assault class 3 felony. Appointed a lawyer for you. You'll be at 201 West Jefferson for a arraignment hearing on September 17th at 8:30. You're alleged to have violated terms 3, 5, and 15. If you get out, you must contact your probation officer within 72 hours. Can't initiate contact with the original victim or victims. You can't possess any weapons. You can't possess or consume any alcohol. No drugs without a valid prescription. A bond is a security appearance bond of $5,000. Step to your left, please. Eric Galto. All right, so your name and date of birth, please.
Eric Galto, 12/2/1982.
You had, so like someone else, you were indicted by a grand jury for acts that are alleged to have occurred on July 22nd of this year. Criminal damage, class 5 felony. Okay, I appointed a lawyer for you. You'll have your not guilty arraignment at 175 West Madison Street on September 17th at 8:30. You can't possess any weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription. You can't return to the scene of alleged crime. Can't initiate contact with any alleged victim or victims. Another judge who, upon the return of the indictment, set bond for you in the amount of $5,000 as a security appearance bond. Okay, so you post your bond, make sure you show up for court. All right. Arianyan Martin, hopefully I pronounced it correctly. Your name and date of birth, please.
Ariana Martin, 1/8/2003.
Okay, you're here on 2 probation violation warrants and 1 new case. So what I'm going to do first is go over your probation violations first. And bear in mind, you can have a lawyer for all of them. And initially, the probation violations will be in one building, and the new case will be in a different building. But ultimately, they'll probably be the lawyers, and everything will be merged. If they're not on the same time, by the way, let your attorneys know that you have the other one, so you don't. Like, for instance, they're both set at the same time, for instance. You can't be in both places. Let your lawyer know so they can make sure you don't get a warrant on the other one, just in case. That's a fail-safe thing, just to make sure. Okay. Looks like you're on probation, by the way. Let me just make my notes in regard to that. On 2025-114-3270, you're on probation for possession of dangerous drugs. And on 2022-006678, you're on probation for endangerment. You're alleged to have violated terms 3 and 5. Now, other than that, okay, by the way, your terms will be the same, plus the same thing as with the new case. If you get out, contact the probation officer within 72 hours. You can't possess or consume any alcohol, no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription. Your court date for that will be September 17th at 8:30 at 201 West Jefferson, which is the central court building. All right. I said terms 3 and 5. That's for and bond on the one that you're on probation for possession of drug paraphernalia is $150. I'm sorry. Let me just. It's on both of them, you're on bond was set at $250 each, so it's $500. Now, in your new case, you are charged with possession or use of a weapon in a drug offense, possession of a weapon by a prohibited person, possession of narcotic drugs, possession of drug paraphernalia, all class 4 felonies, possession of drug paraphernalia. I do want to see one thing here. I appointed a lawyer for you. You cannot have any contact with your co-defendant, who's on this counter also, just so you know. The other terms are the same, but bond on this is $5,000. I will tell you this, Ms. Martin, the state was asking for a $10,000 bond, so, all right, step to your left, please. And so it's 916 for this one and 918, and the other ones are at 175 West Madison, and the other one's on 917 at 201 West Jefferson. It'll be in your paperwork. Okay. Amari McCain. All right, sir, your name and date of birth, please.
Amari McCain, January 10, 2000.
Looks like you got a warrant out of Marietta, Georgia, but they're not going to pick you up on that.
Marietta, Georgia?
Yeah, but they're not picking you.
Gotta handle that.
They're not going to take you. They're not going to extradite you, apparently.
Okay.
All right. You are charged with 2 counts of burglary in the 3rd degree. Actually, okay, I got to change this. It's not a class 6. It's a class 4. So I have to just make that adjustment. They're class 4 felonies.
Okay, it looks good.
Pardon?
Looks good now.
Let's see now. I appointed a lawyer for you. All right, and your next court date will be at 175 West Madison Street for a status conference on September 16th at 8:30, and a witness preliminary hearing is scheduled on September 18th at 8:30. The state was asking for a bond of $25,000. You're not to, and I know it's problematic since I know what your job is, but you can't return to the scene of alleged crimes. You can't initiate contact with any alleged victim or victims. Bond is set in the amount of $3,500 security appearance bond. If you post your bond, you better show up for court. You could lose your bond and a warrant will issue. All right, step to your left, please. Shelby Washburn. Good evening. Your name and date of birth, please.
Shelby Washburn, 3/3/1992.
All right. I know you're on probation for you're on a probation violation warrant. And it looks like you've been reinstated 4 times. You're on probation for possession of narcotic drugs. You're alleged for violated terms 1, 3, 4, 5, and 15. Your next court date will be at 201 West Jefferson for revocation arraignment hearing on September 17th at 8:30. If you get out, contact your probation officer within 72 hours. No weapons, no possession or consumption of alcohol, no drugs without a valid prescription. Bond is set in the amount of $1,500. That's been set by another judge. So if you push your bond, contact your probation officer and show up for court. Step to your left, please. Salvador Fernandez. All right, so your name and date of birth, please.
Salvador Fernandez, 5/30/90.
All right, you got a new case and you also have the probation violation, so let's do it. I don't know if you heard me with someone else who had probation and a new case. So initially they'll be in two different courts and ultimately the lawyers will merge and you'll probably be in one place together. So if you're, make sure you tell your lawyer about the fact you have a probation violation also, so you don't get a warrant in that court if you're at the same time. Okay, let's deal with the probation violation. Looks like you're on probation for felony unlawful flight from law enforcement vehicle. You're alleged to violate term number 1. I'm appointing a lawyer for you. Your probation revocation arraignment hearing will be September 17th at 8:30, 201 Jefferson. And this applies to both cases. If you get out, contact your probation officer in 72 hours. You can't possess weapons, consume or possess any alcohol, and no drugs without a valid prescription. Bond on that will be a $500 secured appearance bond. Now, in the new case, 2025-136931, one count of burglary in the 3rd degree, class 4 felony. Appointing a lawyer for you on this one. This one, you'll have your status conference at 175 West Madison, not 201 West Jefferson, at September 16th at 8:30, and a witness preliminary hearing on September 18th at 8:30. Same other release conditions, except bond is the amount of $1,500. Step to your left, please.
Is there any way I could you could arm me so I could go back to work?
If you post your bonds.
Huh?
If you post your bonds, you can get out.
How much is the bond again? 500?
$1,500 on one, and so a total of $2,000 secured appearance bond.
Okay.
Step to your left, please, sir. Shamar Cooper. Sir, your name and date of birth, please.
Shamar Cooper, 08-06-01.
Same thing with you, because you have two probation violations and one new case. And as I said, they'll initially be in two different places, and they'll be eventually merged, but make sure you tell your lawyer about the probation violations. All right, let's deal with the probation violations. You're both alleged to have violated term 1. In the first case, one case you're in probation for solicitation for burglary in the 3rd degree, and the other one possession of narcotic drugs. And if you get out, contact the probation officer in 72 hours. No alcohol, no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription. Your court date on those will be September 17th at 8:30 for a revocation arraignment hearing at 201 West Jefferson. All right. Now, in regard to 2022-107-322, which I believe is the solicitation to commit burglary in 3rd degree, bond is $300. On the other one, which is 2024-104-012, a bond is set in the amount of $250. That's $550 between those two. And then you get the new case, which is, let me explain that one. It's for charge of possession of a weapon by a prohibited person, class 4 felony, possession of drug paraphernalia, class 6 felony, possession or use of a weapon in a drug offense, class 4 felony, and possession of narcotic drugs, class 4 felony. Based on limited information at this time, I do not find probable cause on the possession of a weapon or use of a weapon in a drug offense or the possession of narcotic drugs. There's been no drug test in your case. Doesn't mean you won't be charged with it, but I'm just not finding probable cause at this time. Okay, so you'll talk to your lawyer about that. So I don't know what's going to happen shortly in regard to that. I appoint a lawyer for you, and And you and Ms. Martin cannot have contact with each other, okay? And no weapons, no alcohol, you know, and contact your probation within 72 hours. And there's a $1,000 security appearance bond on this one. So your total is about, is $1,550 security appearance bond.
$1,550?
$1,550.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. Just, all right, so if you push your bond, make sure you make both courts, and don't lose your paperwork, okay? Because now it's two different buildings downtown Phoenix, okay? Step to your left, please. Anthony Devante? Good evening, sir. Your name and date of birth, please.
Devante Anthony, 42903.
Okay, you've got two matters before me. One is a probation violation, and the other one, it's also a probation violation, I'm sorry. In 2022-114894, I guess you're on probation for possession of drug paraphernalia. And on the other one, you're on probation for possession of drug paraphernalia. On both of them, you're alleged to have violated terms 3, 4, 5, and 15. I appoint a lawyer for you. Your court dates on both of them will be on September 17th at 8:30 at 201 West Jefferson. You're not possessing weapons, no alcohol, no drugs without valid prescription. If you get out, contact your probation officer within 72 hours. And your judge set bond in regard to both the amount of $750. So it's a total of $1,500 to get out. You post your bond, make sure you show up in court and contact your probation officer. Step to your left, please. Josephine Wilson. Your name and date of birth, please.
Josephine Wilson, 1903.
Okay. You got a bench warrant out of Superior Court. I know there was a case with originally the prosecution was being suspended, but that was, that ended. You're here on criminal dangerous drugs, drug paraphernalia, and criminal trespass in the 3rd degree. You already have well, I'm going to change this, by the way. Are you working? Are you working?
No.
Okay. I'm appointing a lawyer for you, even though I think you already had one on that, but, okay, your court date will be September 16th at 8:30 at 175 West Madison Street. No drugs without a valid prescription. Your judge set bond in the amount of $500 security appearance bond. That's my understanding. You already had 2 warrants on this case in the past. Okay, step to your left, please. It's updated paperwork. Okay. Ruben Moreno. So your name and date of birth, please.
Ruben Moreno, 21307.
All right, so you're charged with assault, a class 1 misdemeanor in the Goodyear City Court. The address will be in your paperwork. I made a mistake on this one. I have to change this, by the way, in terms of the attorney, okay? Okay. A lawyer will be appointed for you at your next court date, by the way. You cannot return to see any alleged crime. You cannot initiate contact with any alleged victim or victims. Don't have any contact with any co-defendants, those including ones that might be in juvie court, okay? No weapons and no alcohol, of course, because of your age. All right, bond is set in the amount of $500 security appearance bond. If you post your bond, you better show up in that court in Goodyear on September 17th at 8:30. All right, step to your left, please. Amended paperwork. Sarah Dominguez. Good evening. Your name and date of birth, please.
Sarah Dominguez, 10/23/1992.
Okay. Yeah, it's a probation violation warrant. You know what you're on probation for. I'm appointing a lawyer for you. You'll have your revocation arraignment hearing at 201 West Jefferson at 8:30. on September 17th. Your alleged violated terms 3, 4, and 5. Obviously, if you get out, you must contact your probation officer within 72 hours.
Okay.
No weapons, no consumption or possession of alcohol, no drugs without a valid prescription.
Okay.
And I wrote down here, you're not to initiate contact with any alleged victim.
What was that?
I'm going to eliminate that part, okay? This can be amended on that, because I don't know what the situation is in regard to that. So, I'll let you go over the conditions, but contact your probation officer, no weapons, no drugs, no alcohol, okay? Leave it, and see your probation officer, but if you get out, another judge has set bond for you in the amount of $500 secured appearance bond. So, your court date is September 17th at 8:30, 201 West Jefferson. Step to your left, please.
She's gonna have your paperwork as well.
Yeah. Mark Uhas. All right, sir, your name and date of birth, please.
Mark Uhas, 7/22/1981.
All right, sir, you are, have a case in the Santan Justice Court. Your address will be in your paperwork. Interference with judicial proceedings. A lawyer will be appointed for you in the next court date, which will be at the Santan Justice Court on September 15th at 8:30. You can end it. I got to edit this also. I'm sorry. Okay.
I accidentally violated the restriction.
1 second. Let me just tell you something, okay? This is for everybody, I recommend. Everything's being recorded. I always recommend to people, don't talk about your factual case. Because over the years, people say things and their lawyers grimace, okay? Because you may have basically said something which is an admission, okay? So I can't stop you from talking, but it doesn't mean it's the best thing, okay? You cannot initiate contact with the alleged victim or victims. You must obey terms of orders of protection, all right? And I said September 15th at 8:30, if I didn't mention that before, the Santan Justice Court, and bond is set in the amount of $350 secured appearance bond, so you can go to a bondsman. But make sure you make it to court, all right? Step to your left, please. Demetrius Del Rio. All right, sir, your name and date of birth, please.
Demetrius Del Rio, date of birth is 3/24/88.
You got a warrant out of the South Mountain Justice Court. Once again, the address is listed there. You have a warrant on an interfering with judicial proceedings case. I think it's because this is an old case, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second. Let me just finish, okay? And I think it's failure to do classes and maybe failure to pay. I'm not sure. Okay. Sir,
I've been incarcerated for going on 5 months with you guys.
Let me tell you, which is the interesting thing, sir, is that I think this year, this summer, you were released from this court 3 times.
Yeah, I've been down since, you can check it. I've been down for a while. You guys
have determined how long he's been in?
Yeah, well,
I'm talking to the officer.
I have no idea. Well, see, here's the thing. You guys renewed?
It's not you guys, okay? The court.
Well,
okay.
I got renewed. I went to court for it, right? And I was incarcerated. I'm still incarcerated for that bid.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me see.
Yeah, I haven't even gotten out yet or anything.
What are you in custody for?
For assault and...
Out of a justice court?
Another assault.
No, out of justice court or superior court?
Out of superior court.
Is that?
It's a misdemeanor.
Then it's out of justice court. Okay, let me just.
Yeah, but they gave me straight time for it.
1 second. I'm trying to look this over. Okay. This case goes back to 2013. Fortunately for the Justice Court, we get more information than we do for City Court. So let me see what we have here. Because I remember looking at, like, in December 16th, you were released to get the counseling done. When you get out, by the way?
I get out tomorrow. You guys gave me this?
You guys, who's this you guys?
I'm sorry, cause you're a judge, Your Honor. I just say that, you know?
No, I'm saying it's, first of all, the men and women, by the way, so it's, you guys doesn't apply. You've been released quite a few times from this court. Let's see. So I can't find where you got sentenced to jail on a justice court matter. But you can't see what the hold is. His other hold is that he's in a page 2.
He's got 2 other holds, yes.
Yeah, what the hold's for?
Once you pass your junction for 2000.
And what's it for?
I couldn't say what.
Okay, but it's saying it's a sentence or it's just a hold?
Just a hold. And we have a hold with South Mountain.
For what?
With South Mountain.
I'm still having trouble here.
South Mountain.
South Mountain, and what's
Yeah, $500 hold there.
you have no idea what that's all about?
No, I don't.
Hmm.
So he's being released tomorrow. One of these is picking him up.
Oh, okay, so you wouldn't be going anywhere, sir. I just want to let you know. I appoint a lawyer for you, limited representation regarding the bond issue only. They want you a $500 bond. I'm going to make a $250 bond September 15th at 8:30, because obviously you're going to be transported, it looks like, to Apache Junction or South Mountain, Apache Junction tomorrow morning, is what he's saying. All right, step to your left, please. Emilio Archuleta. And so your name and date of birth, please.
Emilio Archuleta, 07-26-98.
All right, you're here in a probation violation. Like you're on probation for possession of drug paraphernalia. Looks like you've been reinstated 5 times. You're alleged to have violated term 3. I appoint a lawyer for you. I guess you're doing your sentence the slow way. Your revocation arraignment hearing will be September 17th at 8:30 at 201 West Jefferson. Get out, contact your probation officer within 72 hours. No alcohol, no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription. And another judge set bond for you in the amount of $150 security appearance bond. Step to your left, please. Rogelio Medina. All right, so your name and date of birth, please.
September 9, 1990.
9/9/90, you said?
Yes.
Okay. You're on a probation violation warrant. Looks like you're on probation for possession of drug paraphernalia, class 6 felony. I appoint a lawyer for you. Your revocation arraignment hearing will be September 17th at 8:30 at 201 West Jefferson. You're alleged to have violated terms 3, 4, and 5. As I've said, other people in probation violations. If you get out, you must contact your probation officer within 72 hours of release. You can't possess any weapons. You cannot consume or possess any alcohol and no drugs without a valid prescription. Another judge set bond for you in the amount of a security appearance bond of $100. All right? I mean, if you make your bond, make sure you go to court and contact your probation officer. Step to your left, please. Gabrielle Green. So your name and date of birth, please.
Gabriel Anthony Adam Rodriguez Green, August 2nd, 2001.
Okay, I'm not gonna bother changing it, it's not indigent, but doesn't apply, it wouldn't be it wouldn't be getting an attorney anyway. Okay, do you want me to change it? Might as well. Okay. Give me 1 second. It's not changing what's going on, it's just more technical. Okay, you were charged in the, hold on 1 second, I'm sorry. Let me go back there. I got Oh, okay, sir. You're here on a grand jury. This is a grand jury indictment, wasn't it? Let's see here. That means I do some checking in regard to this. Hold on 1 second. No, it's not.
It's direct complaint.
Yes, direct complaint. All right. All right, now it's correct. Okay. You're charged with endangerment, a Class 6 felony, and reckless driving, Class 2 misdemeanor. There's an arrest warrant. Your court date, and I appointed a lawyer for you. Next court date will be a status conference at 175 West Madison on September 25th at 8:30, and a witness appointment hearing on September 29th at 8:30. Don't lose your paperwork. Don't miss being there. You cannot make contact with any alleged victim or victims. I'm going to release you to pretrial services. You get a packet, read it carefully. You have to call them, make sure you're in compliance with them, or else a warrant will issue. But you are going to be released in about 4 hours once they process you. Okay? But make sure you comply with pretrial services. Step to the left, please. Gene Philby. All right, sir. Your name and date of birth, please.
James William Philby, 12/30/65.
Okay, sir, you're on a bench warrant. It's actually on a probation violation. I think you've already had the initial appearance, if I remember correctly. Your attorney waived your presence at the denial. Your court date will be September 17th at 8:30. You already have an attorney. Likewise, I've already told many other people here on this calendar, if you get out, you must contact your probation officer within 72 hours. You can't possess or consume any alcohol, no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription. So your hearing will be on September 17th at 8:30 at 201 West Jefferson, and bond was set by your judge, the amount of $250 secured appearance bond. Right, step to your left, please. Philip McCarty. All right, sir, your name and date of birth, please.
Philip McCarty Jr., 06/05/1999.
Okay, so you're charged with criminal trespass in the first degree of Class 6 felony. I saw you had a clean record. I am appointing, at least that's what I know.
You said I have one?
You have no record.
Oh, okay. Yep.
As far as I know, I said, I'm appointing a lawyer for you. I'm taking that all into consideration, also looking what the police information provided. I'm going to be releasing you on your own recognizance. You'll be getting out once you're processed about 4 hours from now, okay? So don't think you're getting out immediately, you know, it takes time. So don't lose your paperwork because you'll be at what, so you don't forget this, you don't want to have a warrant again. You'll be at 175 West Madison Street on September 25th at 8:30. At this time, a witness preliminary hearing is set for September 29th at 8:30. You'll talk to your lawyer and get a better feel of what's going down. Obviously, don't go back to the scene of the alleged crime or initiate contact with the alleged complainant or witness. Okay? But as I said, you'll be out in a few hours. All right? Step to your left, please. You don't have to cheer now. Cheer outside the courtroom. Okay? Okay. Couple of things. Hold on, sir. There's Marcos Quezada. He's in LBGA. I handled that by teams already. Let me just tell you what I did in regard to that. He's charged with possession of dangerous drugs, possession of narcotic drugs, possession of drug paraphernalia. He's here on a bench warrant out of Superior Court. His next court dates are September 16th and 18th at 8:30 at 175 West Madison. Bond was set by his judge in the amount of $1,000. Okay. So your name, please? Your name?
Kent Harvey, 52460.
I'm sorry, could you say that more clearly?
My name or
your name?
Kent Harvey.
Oh, Kent Harvey, okay. The reason you were put towards the end because fugitive justice cases take longer to do, all right? So let me just go over, because I've got to ask you a whole bunch of questions to tell you a bunch of things. Okay. All right. Before court, were you given a laminated sheet, a laminated card, you know, talking about what goes on for extradition cases?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I can't hear you real well.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Can you give him headphones? I was having trouble hearing you.
No, I can hear you out there, though. Just, I don't know why.
A lot of things is because of the glass. That's why.
Yes, sir.
Better if you have the headphones. That way I know you can hear me. Okay. How's that? Hold it. Let's try again. Oh. All right, oh good, there's no feedback now. Okay. A warrant was issued, looks like by the state of Maryland, the Annapolis area, I think. I didn't recognize the county. I think I saw Annapolis, but it's Maryland.
Yes, sir.
Right. That state wants you back on the warrant. Okay. Apparently you're on, it's on a probation violation. Okay. And did you have a chance to read the paperwork on that laminated card?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. You have a choice to make at this time. You can decide to waive your right to an extradition hearing and be sent back to Maryland within 30 days, or you can demand an extradition hearing and that a governor's warrant be signed by the governors of both Arizona and Maryland before you can be sent back to Maryland. Now, if you decide to waive your right to an extradition hearing, you'd be held without bond in Maricopa County Jail for a period of up to 30 days to allow time for Maryland to come for you. That 30 days would start tomorrow, as long as you don't have any criminal charges pending against you anywhere in Arizona. If you do have criminal charges anywhere in Arizona, the 30-day period would not start until those charges are resolved. If you decide to have an extradition hearing, I will set a hearing for you on September 22nd at 1:30. You'll appear before another judge at 201 West Jefferson. Okay, that'll be the initial hearing on that part. Okay, I cannot appoint a lawyer to represent you because extradition matters are considered civil in nature. Okay, and you'd have a right to hire a lawyer at your own expense if you choose to do so. Have you been able to hear me? By the way, I just want to make sure.
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. You're not entitled to bail in this case, is because it's a probation violation. A governor's warrant signed by the governors of both states is required to extradite you to Maryland. That can take up to 90 days. That's if you want a hearing. If you don't want a hearing, it's up to 30 days, assuming no local charges. Okay, do you know what you'd like to do at this time?
I'd like to speak to a lawyer, but you're telling me you're not gonna let me speak with you?
No, that's not quite correct, okay? What I'm saying to you, I cannot appoint a lawyer for you. You can retain your own lawyer, okay? There's a difference, okay? Because that's what I'm saying, because it's considered civil. If it was a criminal matter, then I could appoint an attorney for you. You're certainly within your right to see if you can want to contact an attorney, and they'll just set it for that date on September 22nd. Is that what you want me to do?
I would imagine, sir, but I'm really not trying to go back to Maryland.
Okay, I'll tell you what. This is what I'm going to do. Your next court date will be September 22nd at 1:30. Bear in mind, you can be held without bond at this time. We're going to break glass if we keep this up, without the sound. All right. So your next court date will be September 22nd at 1:30 at 201 West Jefferson. All right. All right. So you'll see another judge at that time. All right. Thank you. You got it?
You haven't signed it yet.
I didn't? Oh. For some reason, it's coming up small here. Gailey, see what my screen is now?
I'll make it bigger for you.
Okay. All right, so your name and date of birth, please. Oh, yeah. You might at least tell me your name, right? And
Michael Young, 2/19/1982.
Okay. My screen has become the writing has become very small, so my clerk's going to fix it. So hold on 1 second. Gil, see what happened all of a sudden?
Can we go back?
Yeah, of course. I've never seen this. Yeah, I've never seen this before. It's gotten so small. I have no idea. I can see it, but it's not the way it should be. You know what I mean? Ah, there we go. Now it's viewable. Thank you. Of course, now it's too big. So, what did you click on?
On the right top corner, 3 dots.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you would just.
Oh, you went to 110. That's why.
Until you like it.
Oh, that's too small. Man. This is weird. Oh, okay. Officer, everything's clear now? Officer, everything's all clear now? Thank you. All right, you're very good. You Michael, you said it was 10/19/82, right?
Yes, sir.
And it looks like you were extradited from New Orleans?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You have a grand jury indictment for the following charges, and I'm appointing a lawyer for you. 1 count of sexual assault, 1 count of kidnapping. There's 2, they're both class 2 felonies, sexual abuse, class 5 felony, and theft, a class 1 misdemeanor. As I said, I appointed a lawyer for you. You'll have your court dates at 175 West Madison Street for a status conference. I have to double check one more thing here. Something doesn't make sense here. Oh, it's direct complaint, it's a direct complaint, okay. No.
Judge, what I don't understand is...
Hold on 1 second, I'm trying to figure out something.
It's crazy, bro.
This is, they're saying it was a grand jury indictment, but it's not, it's a direct complaint. Okay. Anyway, appoint a lawyer for you. In regard to another judge who's already set bond for you in the amount of, first of all, if you do post your bond, we have an ankle bracelet with hours. You can only leave your home during hours approved by pretrial services, and bond has already been set for you in the amount of $250,000. Cash only. And you cannot return to alleged crime or initiate contact with the alleged victim or victims.
Judge, listen.
Okay, sir, I can't tell you not to speak, but
I understand.
everything's being recorded.
I won't speak. I don't care about, I know it's being recorded. What I'm telling you is, they have cameras all around the Greyhound station. I'm banned from the Greyhound station. It's on YouTube. The police banned me from the Greyhound station. I hang there all the time. I have multiple videos of me being of doing the investigation. I can't even be there during the daytime. If the security guard see me, he immediately called the police. There's no camera evidence. There's none of the girl smoke fentanyl pills.
Okay.
But listen, I don't understand
this doesn't help you at this point. This is something you have to talk to your lawyer about. Okay, step to your left, please. All right, we are in recess. And your court date will be September 16th for a status conference at 8:30. At this point, a witness preliminary is September 18th, although that may change. You'll talk to your lawyer about that, and that's at 175 West Madison Street, and I did appoint a lawyer for you.
So that's 6 days from now?
Well, 5.5 days, yeah. Okay. I think that's it.
That's it?
Thank you very much. No house calls since I did the other one by Teams. Added from LBJ. All right. Take care. Thank you very much. See you in a few hours. Sorry about the...